guy who does Joel too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. Oh no.
All right, is everyone in the watch together? We're good?
Yeah, I'm in there. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, there's only 4 people in here. I don't think, but it is. Yeah,
All right.
there he is.
Alrighty, good afternoon, folks. Welcome to a later edition of the Smudcast number 219, the politics of Bioshock Infinite, how patriotism becomes cultism. And this was a video that came out, let me just check, back in October 2020, has about 9,000 views. Oh. This is by the YouTuber ElectricDragon505, which I'm told is Animat. And this is a 22-minute video, so this will take us some time, depending on whether or not we like it, or we get bored, or frustrated, and then we'll just stomp off and have a little fit and call it a night, depending, of course, on how we take this. But with us today, we have a new user. It's Joe Crazy, because he wanted to do this. And if you guys, anyone who wants to do a Smud Talk or cover a specific video that's really near and dear to your heart, and I'll be happy to take it on. I'll look at the video, see if it's worth our time, invite you on. Not a problem. We can totally have a conversation. So don't be scared.
And if it's incredibly bad, we never speak to you again, and we block you and blacklist your name forever. So don't worry, guys.
I think this is another one that I recommended. I think, if I remember.
It all depends. I mean, some people are attracted to.
Oh, good. So I don't get blamed for something.
Yeah, it's always Bad Boys Beta's fault. Like, I recommended that one. It's like, you son of a. He never comes on for it. You're like, oh my god, this guy.
The truth comes out. The truth comes out.
That 6-month bomb just ticking. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Oh, you son of a gun. So,
in all honesty, though, that Curio one that you watched about Last of Us Part 2, I recommended that one.
Yes.
Yes.
We went back to make sure, because some people were like, what the hell is this? So, anyway, this will take us a good 3 hours, I imagine, if we're all of sane mind and can handle.
How long is his video?
21 minutes.
Yeah.
21. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be 3 hours. Great.
So
another channel, also I'm alumni too.
Yeah. So
I'm really gonna like just lean back in my chair and just relax.
Yeah, guys, get your bathroom breaks in right now. You can miss the first few minutes. I don't mind. Get a drink, get some vodka, get some whiskey, whatever your poison is. Go get it. I have some Fiji water, one of my favorite bottles of water.
Fiji.
It's fantastic.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna have like
a sheep.
Not as good as my.
Oh, a sheep.
What?
A sheep that can breed horses.
Yeah.
Oh my.
It's a Red Dwarf joke about Fiji. Don't worry, we've been watching it. So.
Okay. All right. So we all set. Everyone's in the watch together. We're good to go.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Ready?
I see heads.
And I see tails.
It's all a matter of perspective.
Why are you following us? Who sent you? Comstock? What do you want?
What do you see here, from this angle?
Dead.
Listen.
And that angle?
Alive.
Walker. Shanlin.
The body's gone.
It was never here.
It's another Columbia.
A different Columbia.
The same coin.
A different perspective.
Heads.
Tails.
Dead.
Alive.
What you just saw was Bioshock Infinite. But what I saw was actually a coin that has two sides on it. Metaphorically, of course. I don't literally mean this coin that I'm holding here. Now, on one side, and this is the side that most people usually see, is a fantastic game that even I consider it to be one of my favorites. At its time, it was one of the best games you could go out and buy, and still stands as an example of what a spin-off should be.
Okay, guys, this is going to be his voice for the next 20 minutes, just so you...
Okay, wow, Jesus Christ. Okay, I've had to turn my actual volume down. No, I turn it up because these videos are usually really quiet, and I'm like, oh no, I've got to turn this down. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ.
I know, he's a real squealer, ain't he?
The only thing louder than his voice are his clothes.
Oh yeah.
I like shirts like that. But even I'm like, wow, okay, man, just chill. Just Dial it down a little bit.
Yeah, so
You're not meant to literally blind people with your t-shirt.
And he looks like he's wearing
And that hat.
Yeah, why are you wearing an orange hat? Why?
maybe he's actually from
I don't
Hawaii.
like-
I don't know. It doesn't really matter, but this is his shtick.
If you're from Hawaii and you dress like that, you deserve the volcanoes, okay?
Yeah, okay. So he's obviously playing a part. That's fine. I don't care. He's introducing the game. Fine. That's totally fine.
Yeah. I'm just that voice. Wow.
It's just the voice is a little too much, I think. But anyway, let's go.
So it's just a bit too. How can I put it? It's like he makes different words louder when he doesn't need to make them louder. This game's
Identity is
fantastic.
completely original, with a batch of new characters, set in a new timeline at the turn of the century, placed in a new environment in the skies, and an entire plotline that is complex, yet highly engaging for the player to follow Booker and Elizabeth as they escape Columbia and unlock the mysteries that are within, especially with Elizabeth's powers.
I have a better idea.
Wait, what are you doing?
Opening a tear!
Oh, shit! What is that?
It's a tear. I used to open them all the time in my tower.
What is a tear?
It's like a window. A window to another world.
And yet, despite all of its originality, it keeps the core mechanics and the spirit of Bioshock alive and well. It still plays as a very solid first-person shooter by taking down mutated civilians and mechanical monsters. You can get special abilities like gaining superhero-like powers, and its signature trait of creating some of the most immersive atmosphere in all of gaming to create a corrupted and crumbling city that's not on land that was conceived as a utopia, on top of still keeping the audio diaries.
Lady Comstock seems to believe the child is a result of some errant act of carnality between myself and her beloved prophet. I told the poor woman the truth, that the child was a product of our little contraption, but I think she found that less believable than her delusion.
Okay, if you guys don't remember or recall, that is the voice of Jennifer Hill. So, yeah.
Isn't that like the voice actor of Bastila from KOTOR?
Yes, it is.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
And she also did another character from somewhere else. I can't remember.
Whatever.
Yeah, some failed trilogy that was really popular.
Franchise exactly needed, especially
Star
after the
Wars.
disappointment of the second game. I mean, it wasn't bad, I guess, but there really isn't much excitement happening in Rapture after the first game, even if they let you play as a Big Daddy.
There's a lot of
However,
excitement.
with Infinite, it is the perfect blend of feeling familiar where you jump in and know what to do, yet completely new where you never know what's going to happen next, rather it be for your next challenge or figure out why Booker was sent to Columbia in the first place. I'll say it right now, if I have to rate this, I'd go either a 9 or a 10 out of 10. I'm still debating which one, but
no,
for sure giving it the
No.
Animat seal of approval.
Too
But again,
much.
that's
Way
only
too much.
regarding one side of the coin that everyone sees. Very few have actually looked upon the other side of the coin to see what the
Why you
game is
flipped
actually
me off,
trying
Willow?
to say to them. And I don't mean the story about a guy and a girl trying to escape a floating city with quantum physics. I'm actually talking about the deeper meanings that are within the game that is trying to convey through metaphors and
Is he using the
social
Wii box
commentary.
as a coffee table?
In other words, I'm talking about politics. Now, I know that there are a
Yay.
lot of people out there
I
that would
love
use the
it.
three wise monkeys philosophy whenever they are confronted with any form of social issue, and all they do is just completely bury their head in the sand and just magically hope that the problem would just sort itself out and go away. And their
Projecting
only
much?
real contribution is that they would go and scold anybody that would dare bring up the issue near their area. And to
Calm
those
down.
people, honestly, all I have to say is just screw them. Anybody
We're just gonna kill him. Okay, that's great.
Yeah. I just love that. They come in and they get really angry and they get all these things. And it's, I just say, screw him. Okay, so, yeah, okay.
For the
Alright.
prophet.
No conversation, got it.
Their opinion is irrelevant. We don't need them. It's like, oh, thank you, Mr. Animat. I guess their side of the coin is
Thank
not
you,
as
Orange Hat Man.
Yeah.
I obviously know what I'm talking about. Do you see my hat?
Unfortunately, yes, I did. From about 6 miles away. I'm worried that if you move, incoming ships will crash on the rocks.
Yes, like so many textures. He's got this blue ocean-like shirt. Then he's got some. What is that other shirt? I don't know. Some dress shirt. It's just so loud.
It's just it's like it's almost like a Hawaiian like bowling shirt.
Yeah,
it has a dragon on it.
I thought those. I was gonna say I thought those were like palm trees on the Hawaiian shirt, but no, those are dragons.
Because he's called
my God.
Electric Dragon.
Yeah, Electric Dragon.
Is this like when you're like 13 years old and you wear that like black shirt with the flames on it at your first school party?
Oh.
Flaming shirt. 111.
Yeah.
Message coming in. Patching
Yeah, it's like one of those kind of shirts that your mum buys you for your first like school party.
Here's Strawman. Thank you, Strawman. Bioshock 1, choke me, daddy. Bioshock 2, become the daddy. Okay. I mean...
Bioshock 3, you're a deadbeat daddy. Okay.
Well, to be fair, System Shock was a better game.
Oh.
Mm.
Well,
Yes.
I do like the combat in Bioshock. Like that is definitely an improvement. But like the first game had like a stellar story, but I feel like the pacing is much better done in System Shock.
Yeah, because with Bioshock, once you get past the big reveal, it's really like you're like, why am I still here?
Like they are like brilliant villains. Like Andrew Ryan is like a fucking stellar character from Ryan to like Execution. But the second game also had like this issue in System Shock that like you have like a supposed villain, like the Many, which is kind of like the Borg. And then after you defeat them, you just get like the same guy that like you all defeated in the first game, or like something like that.
Like
and it's just like
Sophia
who cares?
Sophia Lamb is just a bit, it's just a bit like okay,
underwhelming.
Bioshock 2 ends on just like a wave after wave of enemies, not really like a boss fight or anything like that.
Yeah, it's just like Just
well, it doesn't really need it, really.
I mean, personally, I prefer the gameplay of 2 overall, honestly.
Oh yeah, the gameplay of 2 is a lot is the best, but I think number 1's got the best story until a point. Bioshock Infinite is a bit
all over the place.
Yeah, you don't really know what you're getting into. To be honest with you, with Bioshock. Yeah, it's like you jump through that many realities. You're like, who's who, what's what, where's where, and you don't even know what's really going on. So you're like, okay.
There's always a man, and there's always a lighthouse.
No, I can see all the doors and what's beyond the doors. It's like, okay, that's
okay. So which door? So the door that leads us to victory. Which one is it?
Yeah, please.
I can't see that door. Yeah, I'm sure you can't, bitch. Okay, right. Which one leads my death? Then fine, go on.
Yeah, when you have a Time Lord that can go anywhere and do it, it's like, hey, let's just go back to before all this shit happened, so we don't have to worry about this crap. Like, can we do that? No.
Oh no, can't. Why not? No, not possible. Are you sure? Yeah, no, yeah, sure. No.
Wonderful.
So okay, sure, okay then.
That would be stupid enough to go and tell anyone to just stop talking about politics deserve to have a little taste of shock jockey.
Whoa! What the fuck?
Whoa, man.
Calm down.
Calm down.
Jesus Christ!
You just gotta kill him.
Selt.
Anyone who doesn't want to talk about politics, bear in mind, doesn't want to talk about politics, deserves to be electrocuted to the point where your body disintegrates. Okay.
That's a bit extreme, don't you think?
He really, really wants to talk about, the jingoism of American 1920s or whatever. You're like, okay.
But I'm like, okay, so that's what he does to people who don't want to talk politics. What about the people who talk politics opposite him? What does he want to do to them?
Yeah.
Because that's
They get the bullet too, you know.
Bro, I'm just here to buy my groceries. Now you get fucking shock jockey.
No, it's gonna be a murder of crows. What was the other one?
There's loads of them. I'm just kind of.
There's lots of them.
As long as it's not the hentai one.
Oh well.
Oh, the tentacle one. Oh wow.
The one with the the ability with the shield where you can generate or collect bullets that they shoot at you and just fire them back.
Oh yeah, I think what was it called? Like an attraction shield.
That was broken.
And, like they just shoot tons of bullets at you. You go, okay, I'll just go return these now. And you're like, why do I have guns?
Yeah. It's like it was watching like The Matrix or something with Neo. He just stands there like, yeah, come on, shoot me, come on. Then flick them back. Yeah,
do it, I dare you. But the best thing is you see these enemies just keep shooting, and it's like, God, if there's anything like proper AI, they'd like stop doing that.
Yeah, do you think they'd stop after saying, "Oh shit, this isn't doing shit"?
I think after putting the whole like crank gun into you and seeing there's no damage, like no, oh dear.
I can understand if it was the Patriots, the living Patriots, like what it is.
Yeah, the robotic Patriots. Yeah,
I love that design. Such a good design, and if they were just like clockwork machines that didn't understand attacking is not working, keep attacking. It's like, okay.
Okay, that's fine. But when it's like a normal person going, "Wow, I've just shot like 100 bullets in this person, they're still alive. I should shoot some more. Do something differently, man."
Yeah. Anyway, let's go.
But let's be real. Take a look at Colombia. See how it's all themed to this early 20th century American fantasy utopia? How can there not be any form of political undertones?
It's not a fantasy utopia.
Colombia was built to be a patriot's dream city in the skies. It's no mistake that it was made to look like the floating version of Disneyland's Main Street US.
Or go to Philadelphia near July. I mean, it's not a big deal.
Or go to any small town.
Yeah, any American town in July, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, it doesn't look like Portland 2020, but then again, who wants to go there?
Yeah, I mean, even in my little small town, we have banners of like former veterans and stuff hanging around Main Street.
Yeah, Americans are very proud of their history, and they like to show it. That's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with this. It doesn't make them fanatics. It doesn't make them crazy. It's just they like to show off. They like, hey guys, it's a festival. It's fun.
Sorry that you won. Sorry, but we won a lot of things.
Yeah, it's like our ancestors fought and died. That's something to celebrate. Yeah, it's a good thing they did that.
I'm sorry that the Champagne socialists in universities they lost all the time in their history. I'm sorry you can't celebrate anything.
Well, they can celebrate Stalin's death. That was.
That was yesterday. You had your country had a celebration, didn't they?
Yeah, of course. Oh,
you're what's it? Hungary, isn't it? Yeah, you celebrate every day he's dead.
Actually, I think like shortly after his death, we destroyed the statue of Stalin that was established near the Parliament building. So,
wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Say, to get like what people want to think of what early 20th century America looked like. In fact, other than balloons and quantum levitation, patriotism was what created and fueled the city to become what we know it today. But it's not just any form of patriotism that you'd find in any other country. This one surpasses them to a whole new level that is often referred to as American exceptionalism. You know when you see those obnoxious Americans dressed all in red, white, and blue shouting, USA #1! Well, there was a good amount of the 20th century where that mentality was the mainstream. With that philosophy, they didn't just love America, but they also believed that they were the best at doing anything.
Okay, what's in here? Is that wrong, though? Are they categorically wrong to say that?
Yeah, but also you have to remember in 1912 in the set, I'm pretty sure British people were saying the exact same thing about Britain.
Yeah, exactly. So if you want to compare why you live in certain countries, why people want to immigrate or move to the States, there's all kinds of reasons why.
Yeah.
And you can call that American exceptionalism. Yeah. You can call that economics. You can call it freedom. You can call that all sorts of different things for different reasons why you go to a certain country. But it's ultimately to have a better life. And you don't just go...
At this point in time, America's starting to grow as well, a lot.
Right.
By 1912, so yeah.
And you don't just go, okay, I'm going to make a dartboard out of the world and throw a dart and go, oh, now I'm going to Russia. That's a good place. No, you don't do that. You weigh your options. You say, what can I do? How do I get there? Well, I can't take a plane. That's too expensive. I can take a boat. It'll take a few days, a few weeks, however long the boat ride is. And you say, I'm going to go there myself, going to get some money, going to come back, get my family, rent a place, then buy a place, keep working my ass off. And, hey, wow, this is better than where I was in my village in some European rural town.
Hellhole, like
whatever.
Paris or something.
Right. So this is a philosophy even held today. Why do people move to the States? Why does everyone want to go to the States? Why does everyone want to get a job? Even for me, I'm looking at jobs across the border. Not that I'm going to physically move yet, but I'm going to work and get a visa. What is it called? W-2 card or whatever. And they want me to do that because I have the skills they need. I'm Canadian. I'm used to getting paid a lot less. And they're like, really? We like you. That's awesome. So what's wrong with saying one country is better than another for multiple reasons? I don't see a problem with that. And he wants to call that patriotism.
America at that point was better than a lot of countries in 1912. I'm just going to say this.
Yeah.
I mean, even then, most people probably feel patriotism towards their country.
I think,
in general.
Yeah, like I say, in Britain at the exact same time, if you look at pictures of Britain in 1912, it would look exactly like what they're showing here, but just with British flags, not American flags.
And this is not to be confused with the other themes of the story, with like Manifest Destiny, which is a very specific kind of idea, which is not completely removed from American exceptionalism, but this is the different tone and purpose of what that theme is. So most people don't think, oh, geez, it is my God-given right to become American and to immigrate and to become a naturalized citizen and yada, yada.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that could be part of someone's philosophy in life. Either way, two different things, and I'm sure he'll get to that if he knows his Bioshock Infinite.
Yeah. This guy wants to forget that Colombia is a secessionist state, really.
Right.
Yeah, it's also not. It's seceded in what, 1893 or something, or was it? Or
yeah, 90.
After the Boxer Rebellion or something.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't know if specific but that's what, yeah.
All right.
So it's not even American. So they don't even agree with the Americans. They are Colombians first.
Right.
And that's it.
Right. I mean, they still worship the founders, but overall, yeah, they don't exactly agree with.
Look at the flags. It's not an American flag. It's a Colombian flag with one star.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And they celebrate their own Independence Day too, I think.
Yeah.
Regardless of that, like, he's still gonna mention Colombians as typical Americans for some reason.
Oh, jeez.
Americans all
even though they are literally traitors to the Union.
Yeah, but Mark, you're Hungarian. You're pretty much American in his eyes. So it's fine. Don't worry.
Of course I am.
I'm American to these people, so
I'm white, so I'm default
American
already. Yeah.
What? Okay, Mark. Well, you'll always be not American in our eyes. So okay.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. You'll always be European in my eyes.
I'm still the only person from the EU from here.
All right.
For these Americans, no matter what it was or regardless of who did it, if it was made in their country, then that was considered top quality. While this thought isn't as prominent as it used to be decades ago, there are still some to this day that highly value if something was made in America.
I really like the fact that it was made in the USA. I think USA...
Oh, you fucking joking with me, you fucking idiot!
Yeah, I mean, what's wrong with
Fucking
that?
my fucking pillow. The pillow was made in America and the guy like Trump. That's what you sound like, you fucking idiot. What the fuck?
So that is like the shittiest argument.
Yeah, I mean, this has been parodied so throughout history. There's that, what's that, Michael Myers, if it's not Scottish, it's crap joke. I've seen that joke with an Indian performer. Mm-hmm. It's all throughout. People are prideful of their country, and if someone makes the Model T, it's like, wow, we made cars. We invented the automobile. Holy crap, that's amazing. So same with Americans going to the moon, same with all sorts of things that you can tag to a patent.
Americans are allowed to be proud of what their country did. Yes. Because their country did things.
Yeah.
Well, support your local businesses? How dare you?
Yeah. And also this My Pillow thing. Why are you getting... Why people got angry over a fucking pillow? A pillow?
I know. That was like the most ridiculous shit I've ever seen. I thought it was like an Onion article or something at first.
Oh, I'm really glad that this pillow's made in America. You know what? Fine. You can be happy that this pillow is made in America. That's fine. You're allowed to do that. You've got American people making American stuff. That's great. That's something to be proud of.
Right. It's the same deal with the various medications you're going to be taking this year for COVID. Mm-hmm. Where were those made? Mm-hmm. In America. So, yes.
China.
Some were made in China, yes. Depending on the actual laboratory where AstraZeneca was made, like, or AbbVie, we're exactly there.
What about all those proud Keystone workers with American? Oh wait, they're gone now.
Yeah.
We don't talk about them anymore.
Well done, Biden.
We gotta go green.
Oh, Joe, the one you probably should get the name Crazy Joe instead.
Oh yeah, jeez.
Well, it's like in the UK. What was it? With car manufacturing, everyone's going, no, it's stupid that we're proud that we make cars in the UK. And people are like, no, it's because we've got jobs. Anyway, all the car manufacturers are left. And everyone's like, no, there's no cars being made in the UK. It's like, no, okay. You moan when they're here, you moan when they're gone, we get it. At least it wasn't a fucking pillow. I'm still never going to get over that, but...
Are you getting enough sleep there, Hawk? A nice soft bed, spring mattress, or whatever it is you're resting on.
I need a nice pillow. It's just weird to me.
Okay.
To get angry over one.
Just curious what your basic needs are being met. That's good. Okay.
Yes, I did buy a My Pillow. Okay, yeah, okay, I admit it. I bought one whole crate. Okay,
just crate. I jump into it every night.
David Hogg made his own pillow to counter that.
Oh my god! Don't remind me.
See, this is what I mean. This is how ridiculous it is.
Now Tim Pool's just made our pillow.
The David Hogg pillow.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna make the Hawk pillow, and no one's gonna buy it, and I'm gonna be glad.
You want guilt-free David Hogg pillows?
No, I'd rather sleep on the floor. Thank you very much.
All Trump has to do is do exactly the same thing and just make the Trump pillow, and everyone will buy it. Just to spite David Hogg. It's just such a silly thing.
Hogg.
Just make
it a picture of Trump's face on the pillow. That's it. There's nothing actually changed. It's just the thing.
Oh boy.
Anyway, we can continue with the video.
On the body pillow and shit.
Oh no.
A Trump body pillow.
That's too much. That's too much Trump. That's
When you're cold and lonely in the middle of the night.
When you could.
And you need someone.
I'll protect you like a wall.
I'm the biggest, softest pillow you can ever find. It's great. It's the best pillow you're gonna love it.
Pillow ever. Best pillow. In fact, it's so good. We made millions, and we're taking them down to the Mexican border. Gonna build a wall.
The Mexicans have to pay for him now.
All right.
The best pillows the Mexicans have ever paid for.
In America.
All right.
Anyway, Bioshock Infinite.
Back to jingoism and America.
To Colombia, the reason why it was built in the first place was to be a product of American exceptionalism, proudly displaying it at the 1893 World's Fair as one of man's greatest achievements. But to further give every other country the middle finger by screaming, "I'm better than you!" the entire area is covered in its American pride, from its architecture.
It is a city.
It's not American pride.
In the sky. I think they can show off a little bit.
Yeah, because everyone was making those back in 1893.
If you had a city in the sky, I think that would be a biblical moment in world history. It's like, wait a second, that's a city.
1893. When was the first airplane?
Yeah, I know.
1903, I think it was. So yeah, 10 years before the first airplane, you've made a fucking city in the sky.
A city in the sky? Lame.
Lol. Keith over here's made a wheel that's round.
Whoa.
Also, I just want to I just want to point out that all the decor isn't American; it's Colombian. As in, it's just the city of Colombia. That flag isn't an American flag. It's the flag of Colombia. So all this decor isn't Americanism, it's Colombianism.
Right. It's as if we take the inspiration from Great Britain. We look at the colonies. We look at Canada and Australia and other colonies that separated and became their own thing. They take the thing that they like from it and then they make it their own. And that's what this is, in just a much more aggrandized view of what America was.
The Australian flag has got a British flag in it.
Yes.
Along with New Zealand and a lot of other things. So they take bits and bobs. And Canada chose a maple leaf. I don't know why, but you do you. So
don't ask. It was a democratic process for that flag, so what can we say?
It was a democratic process, but then again, Canada in 1800s there was 6 people, so they just had to.
Yeah, there was everyone submit ideas for a flag, and everyone's like, I don't have any. It's like, okay, how about this? It's a leaf.
How about that leaf there?
Looks at a bottle of syrup. Go with the leaf.
Yeah.
So we've got a choice between the leaf or the dancing moose. We'll go with the leaf. That seems like the most logical.
We do have moose on our money, so we try to use all parts of the buffalo, but we don't know what to do with them, so we put them on our money.
Each time you mention what Canada's like, I just feel like a disappointed father. Just like their kids going through the rebellious teenage stage, where they just dress up in weird things, and it's like, oh, okay.
It's not too dissimilar.
You do you, and just enjoy yourself.
It's like the chilled
money.
It's like the chilled little brother of America. We're just like, we're not going to strive that hard. We're not going to do so much. We're kind of relaxed.
Yeah.
Freezing our ass off over here.
Just chilling up here.
We're literally chilling.
You're like the younger brother. When you come up with your hentai magazines to old dad, you're like, oh god. So no, could you try a little bit more? Just.
Anyway, back to America.
Australia in the corner.
Back to
just plotting everyone's death.
Back to the inspired American Columbia here. Here we go.
Yeah. So that's not real.
Its culture, to even portraying the founding fathers as if they were in the same ranks as Jesus.
There is no denying.
You know what? There are some people who think of Thomas Jefferson and all these other great American founders of the Constitution and the Bill of Rights as amazing, and I would say, in certain regards, you're right. Their foresight and inspiration and ability to write those documents and fight for them was pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, also a big difference between Jesus and those lot. They actually wrote their own books. Jesus just appears in someone else's book. So obviously,
they had the courage and the desire to do all these crazy things that are just insane, like invent stuff.
Yeah.
And plant, I don't know.
Invent stuff. Attack on Christmas Day because they're sneaky little cowards. It's very ungentlemanly, and we would have won if it hadn't been that. But anyway, carry on. No harsh feelings.
Anyway.
Yeah, no harsh. I mean, you got to understand that these guys are crazy cultists too. So. They've been cut off from the USA for what? 15 years by this point, and but they're taught like they have Father Comstock, so yeah, they're nuts. It's just everyone goes a little crazy with that thin air,
Yeah, they love Columbia. I said Columbine. I don't know why I said Columbine.
That's a bit different.
They love Colombia more than they love the United States because they love Father Comstock and all that. So it doesn't matter that you're American or anything like as I said, you're Colombian. So
okay, let's go.
That none can be louder in their patriotism more than the Americans.
Jesus.
And throughout its history, I will give it credit that American exceptionalism is responsible for many of the major innovations we do see today. And also, it allowed Americans to go through some of their toughest times during that century. However, while the Americans are...
Why is this guy screaming? It's just bizarre.
Yeah, I don't know. He's just really loud. Like, he'll scream here, I mean, then the rest of his footages are really quiet. So I'm switching between highering my volume and lowering it.
Didn't he figure it out how to place the microphone in his room? Because he has plenty of space, so plenty of objects to place that thing on.
Yeah.
He could just place it on, I don't know, that thing on his right.
Or, he could have just recorded this on his desk and just showed clips instead of his face.
He hasn't got a desk. He's got a Wii box next to his fucking sofa. He ain't got a desk.
What, is that the Wii box? Because behind it is like the Apple logo. So
no, it's the Wii box. I see it.
It says Wii right there.
Yeah, it is Wii box, but right next to it is like some Apple radiator, maybe. It looks like a radiator. I'm not kidding.
Steve Jobs now comes out with the Apple radiator.
I radiate.
I radiate.
Dry all your socks listening to the top 10 hits of the year. Yeah. Listen to Wet Ass Pussy while your socks dry.
Oh boy.
But yeah, I don't know why he needs to shout.
Yeah, he could have placed the mic closer. Or something.
He could just talk normally. Why is it either really quiet or really loud? Why have we never found one person who just talks normally?
You're asking way too much.
Normalizing the volume is just way too much to ask.
Normalizing the volume of a reviewer's voice is racist, and you should feel bad.
Oh.
Are the strongest when it comes to their pride in their patriotism. Their patriotism is also what makes them so vulnerable.
Like any ideology, patriotism, especially American exceptionalism, isn't complete without its set of flaws, and these ones can be very damaging psychologically. You see, the big problem with patriotism is that the more the person attaches themselves to their pride for their country, the more they personally identify themselves as their country, sharing its traditional beliefs and values.
Yeah, I see nothing wrong with that.
No.
That's totally fine.
Oh no, I connect myself with the place where I live.
I share values with people in where I live. Jeez, I'm such a hypocrite or a big.
Yeah, it's
what should we attach ourselves then, if not that?
To the corporate globalist elite.
But,
Disney World.
We should all be electric dragons, worshipping those things. next to
but
our
it's
wings.
like, how dare you be so proud of your country that you pretty much like love everything that your country does. Like, okay, sorry.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me for my sins.
Please forgive me. I'll just love everything that Disney does. Then.
Yeah, I'll also
Instead.
congratulate that Chinese conglomerate
the Chinese government
wiping out the Uyghurs. Keeping my priorities straight.
Oh yeah, I love it when Justin Trudeau doesn't show up for work for 2 months and everyone doesn't give a shit because we're glad he's not there to begin with. But
he actually just got very productive now.
One of the funniest things about that is that people in the UK get told beforehand, before people in Canada get told that Justin Trudeau's not there.
Wait, Trudeau's?
No, so I'll hear the news, but then Smud will go, our Prime Minister's not been around. I'm like, I knew this like a month before you. Why are they telling us first?
It's funny because the oppositions are like, well, he's never in office. It's like, that's a good thing. It's like, thank you. We want that way.
Oh, thank God.
keep doing it, Justin. Wherever the hell you are, just keep going away from your duties and everything will be great. So
yeah.
And just go over there and pick this a bit,
Didn't he get into a bit of trouble? Well, I don't know early this year or late last year for inviting the Chinese army into Canada or something.
They were doing drills and they were training them, which they weren't allowed to by some sort of law.
Yeah.
And
but he personally invited them.
Yeah.
And like, he went out of his way, and everyone's like, "Justin, no, don't, just stop."
We have a weird relationship with China that we know we're owned by them, and we just sort of give them freedom to just come in and buy real estate. And we're like, oh, okay, well, you may as well. I mean, you own the rest of it. So. Great country.
There's enough open space in Canada for people to buy stuff.
Well, that's another story. We have so much space to expand, and cities are expanding northwards. The thing is, the existing real estate's so expensive, even with, I think there's what's the word? 2/3 of our rental apartments downtown Toronto are empty because no one can afford them, and there's not much money going around because of the lockdowns. But the prices barely changed, which doesn't make too much sense. So, in terms of the world, I think Toronto is like the 5th most expensive city to live in. So it's a bit strange. And number 1 is Vancouver. So not the best living conditions or
just
mortgage conditions.
Build a log cabin somewhere.
That everyone's like, why don't we just go and live off the grid? We have enough power to generate. We can do all these fishing we want. No one would bug us. It's like,
Our forefathers.
Maybe not.
Yeah, it's just. Yeah, just keep it open. Just keep it as a maybe. It's a maybe. It's in the maybe box.
Anyway, back to Colombia and being prideful of having a frickin' piece of real estate in the goddamn sky.
Yeah, you're in the sky. You've got all this wonderful technology. It looks pretty. It looks pretty good on the surface of things, as in like for
No,
most
don't.
people. I know. Underneath it's all the things, but. We'll get to that later, but as in like, so it's like, yeah, these people are allowed to be proud of their place. They've got a fucking city in the sky that can rain fire down on anybody.
They're complete nutters, but at least they made a city in the sky.
They have robots. Just remember that.
Yeah.
In 1912.
And they control genetics to a certain degree.
Mm-hmm.
Which is insane. Yeah. So, I mean, there's so many crazy things happening in Colombia before the turn of the century. So you're like, yeah, this is cool. I think it's a pretty awesome place.
Yeah. Yeah, this is great. It's like...
and they have drinkable superpowers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just... God, these drinkable superpowers. I'm so embarrassed of my country.
I'm Lissat.
Sure, okay then, buddy.
In a way, patriotism is no different to religion. In fact, a key element in traditional...
Okay, wait. Slow down here. Slow down. Patriotism is its own belief or pride of a thing. Religion is multiple things. You can say it's pure faith. It's an institution. There's certain disciplines and rules you follow. Not unlike the laws of a country, but you're talking about different ideas and feelings. So I'm sure
patriotism doesn't have any laws that come with it.
Patriotism can be a bit more secular than religion, for sure.
And some definitions of patriotism can involve being against the state. Well, I don't believe in...
Yeah, but here's the thing. Actually, no, patriotism isn't really secular, because you can be an immigrant and be proud of America and call yourself an American and be proud of it. So it's kind of open to anybody, really, who wants to be, become a citizen of a nation. And you like to be proud of, well... Do you know what I mean? Not like, no, you've got to be born and bred here.
It depends. It depends on your definition. Because I've heard the term: the true patriot is the one who is always against the the tyranny of their state, or the one who speaks out against whatever. Yeah. So I don't remember the exact term, but that's the spirit of patriotism that you're constantly trying to.
I think it's more. Yeah, I think it's more patriotism is like the love of the country, not the government.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
So,
government and all that shit,
Yeah. So you love your country, but you learn to separate. Your government's not your country. So.
That's
it's the people and stuff. Yeah.
That's why
that's the whole point of the term "don't tread on me."
Right. You have these people who believe in the federal government to the point of, at least America, that have all these rights granted specifically to the individual. So the First Amendment, the Second Amendment, and all these gun right advocates running around with signs saying, don't take away the things that you can't take away. And that is fine. It's crazy because you see these people jumping up and down with guns. You're like, holy shit. But they have that right to do so. They're exercising two rights: the right of ownership of weapons and the right to free associate and express themselves. So those two fundamentals are that's about as American as it gets. So whenever you see a new bill being passed on the state level suppressing that, you're damn right people are going to get angry. So
especially here in California.
Right.
People get really pissed about stuff.
You're in California?
Yep.
Oh, my deepest condolences.
Fortunately, yeah. It's home, but it's...
I'm really sorry. Oh God, I feel really bad now. I feel like I'm at a funeral, to be honest with you. Now it's
Dead on arrival, I know.
But patriotism is a lot different to religion. You can say that what happens in Colombia is almost like a religion. But then that's because they've become a cult.
Yeah, I'd say it's more a cult or a theocratic idea than it is.
Because it's all centered around this one man, Zachary.
Yeah. Right, and they all have to believe in the state because the state is the cult, or the cult is the state, whatever. So, it's intrinsic.
Right.
And even when you arrive at Colombia, it's this whole experience to enter the pod, and it sends you up in the air and all that stuff. So it's initiation. There's all these rules.
You've got to be like baptized.
Yeah.
With belief of the prophet.
Yeah, before you can enter the city.
Yeah, that's more of a minor theme, but it's definitely a theme that water is involved and the process that's mirrored in the beginning and the ending.
No, but what I'm saying is that's like a religious. Obviously, baptism is obviously a religious thing.
Yes, for sure.
But that's where it's gone. That's where it's changed from patriotism to religion. Like it's gone beyond what patriotism is. That's when this isn't just they're proud like Americans. These are Colombians and they're proud of. And religiously follow this leader.
Yeah, because it doesn't exactly look like they vote or anything, for sure.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
American values is Christianity, using the Holy Bible as a template to the US's beliefs. In Bioshock Infinite, the principles of Columbia are purely a mix of both American and Christian values. A few years after the fair, the city's founder, Zachary Comstock, decided to fully separate himself from the American government after refusing to follow their rules, and Comstock made himself both the leader of Columbia and a prophet to present himself as more divine than the common man, so that he has more of a say on the laws of the city. Kind of like the gatekeeper of these traditional values. At first, Comstock was actually a grifter, only saying things not because he believed it, but because that was the easiest way for him to gain power. But over the years, after repeating those lies over and over and over again, they eventually got to his head where even he believed who he said he was.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Brother, I have told you many times that I encountered this particular Caesar before he crossed the Rubicon. When I met Comstock, he was little more than a preacher, able to move both members of the flock or members of Congress with equal dexterity. He believed in my work, and his influence bought the funds I so needed. And if he wanted to use tears to play prophet, that was his prerogative. But at some point, the man became incapable of distinguishing his performance from his person. I sit in judgment. But then again, it was I who built the stage.
And thus, this patriotism that filled Columbia with pride turned into a crueler and even more sinister version of this ideology. Nationalism. This is where...
Oh, slow down.
Hold on.
Matt, calm down.
So, nationalism has all kinds of permutations. By itself, it's really nothing that big a deal. It's basically feeling pride for your country, very similar to what he was referring to before. But because people have used that in a whole bunch of different contexts, there's all these subtypes of nationalism. So you have like ethnic nationalism, religious nationalism, racial ethno-states, and this and that.
Socialist nationalism.
Yeah, there's all kinds. So you have to be specific, because nationalism by itself, again, it's just patriotism based off a country.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, patriotism is nationalism is just you're proud of your country. Patriotism is like you love your country, you're proud of it, and you're also proud of what the people who live in your country do. Right. So you're always rooting for whatever you're always rooting for them. Like, so saying like a sporting event, you're always rooting for them.
Right.
You're always.
Like the World Cup is an all-star game between most of the leagues, the best teams from the leagues of football in Europe and the States and whatever. So it's like, hey, I know all those guys from Juventus, from Series A. Oh my God, they're playing for Italy. Holy crap, I love. I'm going to vote for it. I'm going to love Italy. Oh my God, it's this crazy fervor over a game.
I'm gonna vote for Italy. You can't vote in football, Spud. Sorry.
Well,
you can bet on games.
You can certainly.
I feel like Smud just revealed that to us.
I'm just saying there are some people that.
I know. In Italian football, it's you can vote on what the score will be.
There is a democratic process involved in Italian Series A.
Hey, we're gonna.
Hey, Giorno.
Buongiorno. You want a 1-0 win? I make you a 1-0
win. You better get that World Cup or we break your legs.
You better lose. You better lose that game, or
I will
bada bing, bada boom.
That you cannot refuse.
So it's that sort of fervor that we have for those kinds of sporting events. Same idea.
So it's like so you see the people waving the flags and at the parades and stuff. That's patriotism. Nationalism is just you just love your country, as in like I love the UK.
I feel like so many of these essays just they hear the word nationalist and the only meaning that they can get from it is the negative. Like when you just refer
They
to like
hit the word
political
nationalist,
activists
and they
of
go
the far
and they
right.
go oh, Nazi. They go Nazis. There must be Nazis. It's like why? Well, Nazis had nationalism in it.
No,
like, yeah,
I
what
am
was-
not a national socialist.
And yeah, I'm like, what was the second word? And they're like, oh no, I don't know what that one was. That just seems to have slipped by.
It's only in the word. It doesn't mean the same thing.
No, they weren't real socialists, you know?
They weren't.
Yeah,
Real
well,
national
they weren't,
socialism
though.
was never tried.
Let me just pull up some
not-
definitions, just because there's so many, and this is the base, and this is vocabulary.com, so this is a very loose interpretation of what the definitions are. But let's start with the first one. The doctrine that your national culture and interests are superior to any other. That's the typical one. We say this one's better than that. And if you have good reason to, like America in a certain part of time, you can make that argument. Same with patriotism. I believe American exceptionalism is a thing. And that was a thing, but you could say the same of any country as well. So fine. If you have an argument, it's justified. Number two, the doctrine that nations should act independently rather than collectively to attain their goals, so that an individual country should be able to rise and fall its own merits, to do whatever, go to space, feed its countrymen, whatever. So
America first, basically.
Whatever the philosophy is for that, the goal is that.
Well, look at also look at like the UK leaving the
Right.
EU.
Exactly.
We decided that we wanted to go on our own.
Yep.
Not be part of it.
You've made the right choice.
Yeah.
You can
Oh
always
yeah.
Say that.
Oh god, yeah.
But, if you listen to all the other people outside of Britain, they think you're crazy, because it's like, why would you do that? Everything was great. Why would you want to break up from everyone who wants to be part of the same group? And you're like, excuse me?
Yeah, and then you explain what wasn't so great, and you're like, oh, it's like, yeah.
You want to live here
The
for
best way
that?
to the best way to explain it was, imagine going out on a night out with 28 of your friends, but only 4 people paid for drinks.
Oh. Not
That
nice.
was literally what it was like.
All right.
So we decided, as one of the people who were paying, we're going home now. Good luck, everybody.
Did you even
We're
get
taking
like,
our wallet with us.
the EU, like the UK? Did it get like any money from them, or did you just like pay for other countries?
We, I think we have, but the government's not said anything yet because of obviously with COVID. So what's happened with our agreement's not really come out yet, because we've only just agreed on terms. I think just over Christmas this just happened. So 4 years after we actually voted to leave. So
Yeah,
it's not really
that's
come out. with
still
everything.
amazing to me.
All right, let's go to point number 3. I have 2 more points. Won't take too long.
Yeah.
The aspiration for national independence felt by people under foreign domination. So we can see that today with Hong Kong and all the problems they've been having in the past few years with the thumb of China and the lack of freedom that they're experiencing from all sorts of different pressures, whether it's economics.
Like Tibet as well.
Oh, God, yeah. So this is a problem because Hong Kong has been seen as one of the more freest countries in the world, and it's just recently been squashed for multiple reasons, and everyone's like, holy crap, how
they
could this
are
happen?
they are really crushing them.
Even though
they
they
are
were
literally
supposed to be having like in the 2050s is when China can like have it as its own.
2047.
Yes.
But yeah, they're literally arresting you now for just being from Hong Kong.
Right.
So that's literally what they say. Are you from Hong Kong? Yeah, so just arrest you. So yeah, it's great.
Okay. And here is the 4th one, which is the love of country and willingness to sacrifice for it, the synonym called patriotism. And the example is British nationalism was in the air and patriotic sentiments ran high. So that's pretty much how we equated the same term, what he was talking about before, but not a negative thing. This is a positive thing. This is a love of the country and desire to protect it.
For Queen and country, or King and country.
Now, there's another thing I wanted to look at on this page. I can find it. There we go. So here's some usage examples. So I saw a resurgence of white nationalism that imperils the racial progress we've made. Nationalism promises that whoever dies for the nation will forever live in its collective memory. So you have all these martyrs. This nationalism that means we should aspire to indifference about our own individual cultures is stupid. So there's all these definitions and uses of the term in different contexts. So it's a very, very loaded word. And unfortunately, the YouTuber is using it in the negative sense. So white nationalism, if he didn't use it already, is what he's talking about. There's this ethnos flavor to being a patriot. And we believe
I'm
whites...
sure he'll get to it.
Oh, I'm sure we'll get there too. I just, he's being negative on these terms, which are very loaded.
He's gonna make a really dumb sentence in like 2 or 3 minutes from now.
Okay, let's get on with it.
Oh joy!
Pride truly presents itself as one of the 7 deadly sins, which makes it very ironic when Christians also consider themselves as nationalists. Love for their
As Christians consider themselves nationalists.
That's
Alright.
completely different thing there, dude.
You know who also considers themselves nationalist? Any American with a political belief that they hold true to their heart. So you could be left
You know who else
leaning,
considers
right leaning.
themselves else nationalists? Shia Muslims in Iraq, Sunni Muslims. They're nationalists of their own country. So I guess you.
Any member of the military who believe in their country and not necessarily their government. So there's all kinds of nationalists of many stripes.
Yeah.
I mean, even then, the whole point of the 7 deadly sins isn't necessarily that those inherently are bad. It's, well, more or less, if you take those to the extreme, they're bad.
Yeah, when you see
inherently pride is a bad thing.
When you see those, I guess they're believers lighting themselves on fire and sitting on the stockards, singing "Fortunate Son." You're like, okay, that's a little strange. What the hell is she doing? She's lighting herself on fire. That's weird. So yeah, there are extreme examples, and that's what part of what Bioshock Infinite is about, is taking American jingoism, cranking up to 10, throwing in all this technology. What would happen if there was an alternate to America flying in the sky and trying to destroy the world or whatever? What would
it's like with the original Bioshock. It took a singular, where it took capitalism, a city where capitalism was the main thing, and took it to its extreme, where even the air you breathe was taxed.
Yeah, even
it's
2
not taking us to the street. Yeah, the two took a communist cult, pretty much.
Yeah,
to the extreme. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's nothing new with Bioshock. I don't know what his point is here.
Here is Jaegerbomb 2, thank you. Guy is forgetting about the Vox Populi, isn't he? Bioshock Infinite has become quite profound, with showing those fighting for freedom can turn ugly.
He's got to talk about them soon, very soon.
Retconned in Burial at Sea, though.
I think every Bioshock has been overtly violent anyway. So I think if you're going to have...
Oh no, the first one had very little violence. I mean, remember that scene with Andrew Ryan when you just give him a slight tap on the shoulder and said, "Sorry, bro, you lost."
Massage, yeah.
With a golf club.
No violence at all.
Yeah. So
if
you're going to have a violent setting, the villains as well as the good guys or the different factions are also going to be equally violent. So
yes,
makes sense.
And country is no longer enough. They demand superiority. They want to use their religion and nationality as an excuse to be dominant over those that do not share theirs, which they then believe that they are entitled to have more privileges and rights.
No, well, okay, there is racial...
Hold on. You've gone quite far here. Okay.
There is a racial disparity between the whites and the blacks, or whatever, the whites and whatever else, just because...
Irish, I think.
It's a sign of the times that they took off from America, and they're just importing a culture and they're making their own. So that's fine. It's because of everything else is amped up that the culture also gets amped up. So it's not so much that they're inherently hate people or different, it's just that's where they're coming from. So... I like that element. That's a good thing to showcase amidst all this other religious fervor and jingoism and ultra-violence, and of course the genetic modification, and combined with capitalism. I kind of like that idea. It's like, hey, light fire with your fingertips, or whatever the hell it was. Like cute stuff like that. It's awesome. So I think telling stories like that fashion is a great way of conveying multiple themes together.
Yeah.
In the case of Colombia, American values and Christianity were the only acceptable rules of the city. Anything else was considered a crime against what they viewed as humanity. And since we are talking about American
Even Christianity,
values, this also came with some of its more toxic ideologies that they applied here.
Toxic ideologies. One sec. What was he talking about?
Toxic ideology. I don't know, but also just to tell you that Christianity was outlawed in Colombia.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't have any. There's no other religions apart from Comstock.
American values, this also came with some of its more toxic ideologies that they applied here. Capitalism and systemic racism.
What?
Capitalism is a toxic ideology. Well,
oh shit.
Blow me down and call me Margaret. I wonder what this rabid cunt is.
Oh jeez.
Capitalism.
Yeah, I'm a little lost now.
Yeah, I can tell you against capitalism with your fucking Wii box and your Apple box next to your sofa and your Xbox 360 to play this game on. Yeah.
So, capitalism is toxic, you know?
Yeah, that toxic capitalism, you fucking tool.
Let me just pull out my bingo card.
Yeah, God, we're already Jesus fucking wept. I'm just...
Don't look at my safety cone of a hat. It's toxic capitalism.
I just...
God, we're fighting these people.
Toxic capitalism. I swear to God, if he goes subscribe to my Patreon, I'm just gonna fucking
subscribe to my Patreon, guys.
He does have 1,200.
No, do you know something? Just whatever.
It's toxic capitalism, comrade.
I tire of these mentally retarded people and their toxic capitalism hate.
Wow, I filled out 6 squares without even thinking about it. Just...
Did you get the bingo already?
Yeah, it took me about 20 seconds.
I'm very close.
He hasn't said the Nazi fascist terms, but I'm guessing he's jumping there. But I don't know. Who cares?
Oh, we're slowly grinding towards that.
Yeah,
we still have 11 minutes left.
You can see the road that's ahead of us, and it's like there's just dark clouds appearing over it. And it's like, oh no, oh no. Do we have to go down this one? And someone's like, come on, let's keep going.
Yeah.
Driving the wagon further.
Here's ever chance. I know it's not from Infinite, but I just had to. A man chooses, a slave obeys. Okay, I mean that's a great quote.
Yeah.
The Bioshock series is great. It's a great series.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
would you Smud? Would you kindly continue the?
Yeah, we'll keep going.
Oh my God, that actually worked.
It was not just Comstock ruling the skies, but also some of Colombia's elites to form what was known as the Founders, using their wealth to gain power over the city and set the rules where only the upper class like them could enjoy the best experiences of living there.
Okay.
Really.
Oh, you mean like the Communist Party in the 1920s in Russia?
All right. So if I remember correctly, these are the guys that took advantage of the technology to go to other worlds and steal stuff like music and sell it and make their own version.
Were they though?
One of the guys did. I can't remember who it was, but
yeah, Jeremiah Fink.
Yeah.
Fink's brother, I think, who was
yeah.
So they were monopolizing
these people,
or rather, they were capitalizing on on that technology for reasons that they could make products that people liked. But I don't see how that's a bad thing. If you get media or technology that you can't get anywhere else. That's a unique product.
Yeah.
Like a car or whatever. It's like, wow, that's great. Like everyone had these magnetic hooks, which is insane technology. But if you want to scare yourself to death and fly around on these rails to get from island to island.
Apparently,
kids were doing this.
Apparently, it was
nuts. Yeah. So that's what living in Colombia is all about: putting your life in your own hands and going nuts. So, yeah, you don't have to use those things. You don't have to be in Colombia. You can always leave.
Well, you can't, but
possibly, I have no idea. The idea of Colombia is crazy to begin with. So the fact that they had all these people that wanted to live in the clouds fanatically is the only way you can get them to live in the clouds. You can't just have some guy who's like lukewarm.
I think it was. I think it was to start with that there was like a way, like the lighthouse was how you could get in between before they separated from the United States.
But you can never actually go back. Like once you were there, it's like you're done. You're staying here. So
yeah, well, once they separated, they literally cut it all off. So yeah, but
anyway.
As systemic racism, only whites could be viewed as the superior race that deserved the best of life. And if you weren't considered perfect to a nationalist, like having a different color of skin, not a Christian, or have a disability, then you ended up being exploited to either serve or entertain white citizens.
So not even a Christian. There's no Christianity there.
Yeah, they're just this weird other cult. Fuck.
Stop bringing up Christianity.
This is such
it's not there.
For his brain to process.
This is such a surface. Yeah, this is a surface level argument because they mention these things and they show people of different races or black colors skin, but it's like that's it. They're always the bus boy or the guy helping someone else out, carry stuff, the bellhop. It's like that's it.
Also in the universe where the Vox Populi win. If you ain't coloured, you're getting shot down and killed. So it's pretty much the exact opposite, which is what the point was. Both sides are equally as bad when they have power.
Not to mention that this is 1912, for God's sakes.
Yeah, 1912. Also, this is bad as well. 1912 is just 3 years before the movie Birth of a Nation, which restarted the Ku Klux Klan. So to have this sort of imagery with like this sort of stuff, what wouldn't be too far off, because it did start coming back up again in America. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and to be honest, it's really tame actually, because this is literally the only time you ever really interact with like vicious racism. The rest of it's just exploitation.
Yeah, the other stuff is just mentioned. Like there's some sort of fresco or something. It's called the Fraternal Order of the Raven, which were essentially the Ku Klux Klan. But they're just mentioned.
Yeah, basically.
They're not.
They worship John Wilkes Booth.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
Which is funny because they dislike what's his name, Lincoln, for freeing the slaves. And therefore, he's one of the enemies of the state, which prompted the whole removal from America. So cool little twist of storytelling there, but it's never really showcased that much.
Nope.
Just in this scene here, and I think this is the actual scene where you get to throw the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Beginning of the game.
The number 77 baseball.
Right. But regardless, you slaughter everyone in the crowd anyway, so it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, you kill everybody.
It's like, what's worse?
Literally.
Racism or murder? Like, oh yeah, the murder thing. Yeah.
Oh well, I guess I'm going to kill all these innocent people.
Yeah, this is why I see racism as an element in the story, but not a major theme. It's there, but it's not a big deal because again, murder, slaughter, jingoism, religion.
Oh,
Manifest
and also,
Destiny.
by the way, you know this version of Columbia, nothing bad happens to it apart from Elizabeth goes missing. Because you never return to this version of Columbia, so it still happens.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
People forget that.
You can never return to specific places because I guess she can't figure it out or something.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
oh well.
Let's go.
But with some like the lower class and people of color were being pushed around, do you expect them to just go with the flow and deal with the conditions they were given? Of course not.
Yes.
Enter the Vox Populi, a resistance group led by Comstock's former maid that he framed for murder, Daisy Fitzroy. Their goal was to have equal rights for everyone in Columbia, regardless of race or religion, something that goes against the nationalist beliefs. In fact, as an intimidation tactic,
equal rights
while
for
the founders
everybody
may had their mechanical
against
Washington to
nationalist
shoot
beliefs.
away enemies, Vox Populi had a killing robot of their own based on a figure the
Yeah, so he's making the problem or the unfair distinction between nationalism, which is some sort of I don't know, judiciary term as well, and then saying rights for all.
Yeah, what he's really saying is nationalism versus communism.
I guess, but he's implying that nationalism sets up different rights, different laws, different rules.
No, it doesn't.
When that's not,
but it doesn't.
It's not as encroaching as he thinks. It's definitely a term that has many subterms or many subdefinitions, but you can't just say the parent term implies all these other things.
But literally, in this game, it shows you that once the Vox Populi, or whatever they pronounce, take control, they literally are as bad as what was beforehand. They don't care about equal rights. They just want revenge and killing, and like they start even wiping out other members that used to be part of the Vox Populi because they're not like the right color or the right level of victimhood and stuff.
The reason they were trying to kill Booker is because they quote unquote complicate the narrative, is what Daisy said.
Yeah, you mess up the narrative. If you come back from the dead, you're not a hero anymore, so I have to kill you again. It's like, okay, that's not good. And she goes nuts and insane. And I know that Burial at Sea says, oh, she did it to get... No, that wasn't the way it was set out beforehand. It was to show that both sides are equally as bad. So...
Yeah. Crazies can happen on either side, pretty much.
Yeah. Absolute power corrupts. Absolutely. That was what it was, yeah.
All right, we got 10 more minutes. We're doing okay. Doing all right?
We're doing really well, actually.
Yeah.
You're doing really well.
Oh, dear. Hi, Zach.
Stop, Zach.
Jesus.
Hello.
Hello.
We're doing the video that everyone likes covering. It's about a game. It's called Bioshock. It's pretty fun.
I miss old school Bioshock. It was good.
We all did. We missed all.
If I remember correctly, Bioshock Infinite wasn't that great. There's a lot of tism to it, and the whole multiverse thing doesn't really make sense.
Don't worry. I wouldn't worry about the plot of the story of Bioshock. I doubt you go too deep into
unrelated entirely. This is all about the politics of that game.
Yeah.
The politics are rough.
They get everywhere.
They're rough. They're coarse. They get everywhere, much like sand.
I hate politics.
You'd think bringing back the original creator would have made for a better product.
No.
I don't think so.
Happen. Prometheus, Exhibit A, okay? And Exhibit B is Alien Covenant, so...
Exhibit C, the prequel trilogy.
Yeah.
The Terminator series.
Yes.
Just
what are you talking about? James, was that James Cameron?
Yes.
Produced, so yes.
He produced, yeah.
Yeah, so
no,
James Cameron didn't do Genesis.
He didn't do Genesis, but he did the latest one.
Dark Fate.
He did Dark Fate?
He paid money for someone to do it, so yes.
He did it and realised how bad it was and said, "Oh no, I just produced it." Yeah, that'll work.
Actually, it's funny because it's like him and China's Tencent movies who produced it. So.
Oh no!
I'm still waiting for James Cameron's Avatar 2 and 3, which was supposed to come out.
You mean Smurfs?
2 years ago. Yeah, the Smurf 2.
Smurf 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yes, that one.
All right, back on topic. 10 minutes to go.
Oh my fucking god! I remember this painting in Infinite. That was so fucking on the nose. I'm like, Jesus. Okay.
I didn't know that LiteratureDevil was in politics.
Yeah, John Wilkes Booth about to pop LiteratureDevil there.
Do you guys remember that time that LiteratureDevil literally freed all the slaves?
Hello, everyone.
LiteratureDevil.
Is it address? It's just hello, everybody.
At two Glib.
I like the fact that the women around him are just like not caring that a man's aiming a gun.
A Jesus man. A Jesus man is aiming a pistol. He's not even aiming it at his head. It's more at his horns or his hair.
Yeah.
It's just gonna. Well, it's a smooth bore, so it may just go wild and hit his head. But if it goes straight, it's just going through his hair.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a Derringer.
Oh, one of the horns.
No, looks like a flintlock pistol.
All right, whatever. I don't know my guns.
Yeah, you're Canadian.
Yeah, we don't know guns.
Dumb Canadians don't have guns with your anti-gun laws, and you no more guns ever.
And your free healthcare.
It's not really free.
Whatever.
Zach is right there. It's not really free. Anyway, we can continue the video.
Okay.
Nationalists of Colombia despise for freeing the slaves, Abraham Lincoln.
Comstock is the god of the white man, the rich man,
Oh my god, it's Ash.
and the pitiless man.
Yeah,
If
no.
you believe in common folk, then join the Fox.
However, as noble as they may sound, their response to Colombia's extremism
yes,
is
very
by
noble
also
there.
being extremists, but on the other end.
Wow!
To the point where they're too far for the average anarchist.
Yeah, it's right.
Yeah, you know what?
Too extreme
You know when you're
casual,
making your excuses to try and make them sound good. Do not show
Look at this, Daisy.
covering
It's the
her
only way to
face.
be sure.
Cover her face in someone else's blood and then trying to kill a small child. Don't start saying,
Alright,
yeah, well, see,
alright.
but they're not that bad, you know. And you're literally showing this scene. You're like, oh, okay. Sure, cool then.
I don't think that's what he said. I don't think that's what he said. I don't think he said they're not all that bad.
He's pretty much trying to make an excuse for him, yes.
Well, no, he said it's extremism on the other. It's the same extremism on the other side.
Yes. Yeah, I know, but we're saying, but he went, but they're not as bad as like the capitalists. There's extremism, but we don't go too far. And I'm like, you're literally showing this scene to say they're not going too far.
Yeah, this is rough. Can I pull it back just a little bit just to see?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, just make sure that I'm
just
start from here. Yeah,
just a little bit.
Based on a figure the nationalists of Colombia despise for freeing the slaves, Abraham Lincoln.
Comstock is the god of the white man, the rich man, the pitiless man.
That facial animation.
Common folk, then join the Fox.
However, as noble as they may sound, their response to Colombia's extremism is by also being extremists, but on the other end. Even to the point that they could go too far for the average anarchists.
The average okay, killing kids is too far for the average anarchist.
You see, he has standards when it comes to anarchy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
too far.
Okay,
down with the government, brothers, but not just nicely.
His standard for anarchy is like breaking.
You tried to kill a kid. I'm revoking your anarchist license.
Yeah, no, he has to attack.
You killed a child.
He has to attack corner stores and IHOPs, and just break the windows. That's anarchy. Okay.
Anarchy is robbing the nice stores.
Dude, it's literally the fucking Metal Gear Solid 5 meme. Like, boss, you killed a child!
Great work, that's why you're the best.
I just love the idea of this guy leading like an angry mob and then just saying, "Listen, we're not going to use any weapons. Kids might get hurt. So we're going to allow
the line at the children, the white kids. The white kids, we're drawing the line there. All the other white guys.
What about all the other types of children? Did I fucking stutter? Just the white kids. They're fine.
In the words of Martin Luther King Jr., fuck them kids.
In the words of pull it by the roots,
Pull it by the roots.
Oh my fucking god.
I love
Dead
that.
children of the Russian royal family would disagree.
I'm just suddenly reminded of the event in Mass Effect 3 where you have to choose whether or not to shoot Ashley to protect.
Oh, do you know something? I never press the renegade button as quick in that game as shooting that bitch.
I always give the honor to Garrus, but I just.
No. I love my boy Garrus, but I'm just like, nah. I've waited 3 games for this.
Shut the fuck up, Ashley.
To be honest with you, actually, most of my playthroughs I never have her in Mass Effect 3 because I kill her off in number 1.
All right.
Oh yeah, right.
The nuclear bomb.
Like Caden's at least. Yeah, Caden's actually half decent in 3, so I'm like, nah, I'll let you live. Yeah, go on. He talks about steak a lot, so.
There you go, Canadian steaks. The best kind of steaks from Canada.
Best kind of steak.
21st century steaks.
Canadian Trump steak.
I don't even know how to cook them. They're that good. You just put them on the fryer. They're good. They're the best.
They're the best.
Should we carry on with this nicey anarchy?
I just remembered this part, and it's so bad. Oh, fuck. Alright, moving on.
And with the amount of violence they spread across the city, it only resulted in the founders and the nationalists to double down on their beliefs to take them out, which in return made the Vox Populi double down as well. And this
I don't know about this double. They're just fighting each other.
What is this doubling down? Also,
they fought a bit harder.
Okay. I don't quite understand that.
Where was the philosophical argument? Now they're doubling down on the same argument by blowing everyone's head off. It's like, no.
Head off, yeah. No,
that's just called an escalation, fuck's sake, dude.
We've doubled down on our fighting. You mean you just shot a few more bullets?
The Vox Populi are going, hey, they doubled down. Should we stop? Should we stop? No, let's keep going.
No, we switched the selector switch from semi to full auto. We've doubled down.
When I shoot a man, I use 2 bullets.
I double tap everybody now.
I like the
Looks
idea
like I'm gonna have to dig more graves.
Just switching from semi to full auto is doubling down.
Tell him to dig 2 graves for the double down killing I'm about to do.
Dig 2 graves for the 2 people I'm about to kill.
I'm gonna kill. What if you die? Well, then dig another grave, so I get 4 people. Then we've doubled the amount of people dead.
Get the shock jock, double it down.
I just love the fact that it's just a war, and he's like, yeah, they're doubling down. No, this is literally, you can't go any further than all-out war. I don't know where you go from there.
They're still gonna double down.
So what they do, they start the Manhattan Project.
utter total. You're at the point of utter total war. There is nothing more beyond that. There are no civilians anymore. It is literally just anyone who can pick up a gun has got to pick up a gun and fight because it's everywhere. Oh, well, we could double down, you know. No. Yeah. Who was left not to double down?
When do we triple down?
You've got old Mother Hubbard there. She's 93. She's got a fucking semi-automatic machine gun blasting people from her wheelchair.
Just imagine Greta just like going from knitting to just with an STG-44. She's got a German MG-42. Just.
Oh.
How dare you not triple down?
Wow. Look at Margaret there, not tripling down.
Call an ambulance, but not for me.
Not for me. For the double down people I've got. This is stupid.
Shit, let's cube this motherfucker now.
Every bullet is an argument, guys. This is how the mentality.
Every bullet's an argument.
It's an argument.
And here's my rebuttal.
And I'm full up on my opinion.
Every bullet's an argument, and I've got more arguments than you.
I'm just about to say, I'm going to
Hawk!
And shoot arguments.
Hawk, just engraved onto the slide of a 1911. It's just in my opinion.
Yeah, my opinion.
On the bullets themselves, they carved "No You."
Yeah. Oh God! No! Shut up! That's disgusting.
No, on the bullets you carved. On the bullets you carved, I disagree.
There you go.
I disagree.
No, it's not that. It's just blocked.
Blocked.
The grenades are just blocked.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Let me cite my sources. Get the plasmid.
Let me cite my sources. Fucking sniper rifle comes out.
Before you actually shoot someone, you give them a little shot of shock jockey, and then you.
Yeah.
And then you shoot.
Shoot them.
What if they're not targeted?
Wait, no, I'm not involved in politics. Well, you get the shock jockey now, don't you?
Shock jockey, it is.
Oh yeah, you missed it, Zach. But
oh yeah, you missed that. Oh yeah, no, yeah.
The argument is that if you don't like politics, then you get the shock.
No, if you don't want to talk about politics, you get shock jockeyed to death.
Why?
Because you don't want to talk about politics.
Because you're a filthy fence sitter. That's why.
You're a filthy toxic capitalist.
He
literally said at the start of this video.
Why?
Because like
listen, he sat there in his orange hat and told everybody who doesn't want to talk about politics that they should be electrocuted to death.
What?
My hat said so.
I don't think that's a great way to go. But okay.
Great way to start your video.
So, chat, if you don't want to talk about politics, that's okay. You can go do your own thing. It's okay.
You can just
no. If you don't talk about politics, just stick a fork in a plug socket or something.
It's okay.
Just don't let Animat know about it, okay?
Yeah.
Holy shit! That's so. I think that might be the most absurd thing said on the Smudcast.
Yeah, but the thing about it is that's what he does for people who don't want to talk about politics. What about the people who do
hold different opinions?
Hold different opinions. Will he double down? And
will he double down? Update: Trump's brand of American fascism and turning conservatives into a white What the fuck?
He made it right after the elections.
a white supremacist cult is over. Joe Biden took him down with the power of democracy. The American people voted and acted like World War II soldiers, taking down the Nazis for the good of their people. We can finally have a moment to see Trump and all his supporters face consequences for his actions, and we can all celebrate like it's 1945. Jesus. What the fuck?
Okay.
Where did you read that
this
from?
This is right under the video.
Yeah, this is the first comment.
Really? No. It's like did he like after that post just like a month later put Biden doubled down. We're a bit screwed.
No, I'm fucking crying, dude. I'm not even kidding. I'm crying right now.
Why would you ever put that in the fucking comment?
Dude. Okay, listen, my man. Jesus fucking Christ.
Zach, it doesn't matter what you're going to say. It doesn't matter what you're going to say. It's already been said. It's like, no, just stop.
Am I the only one that feels like every other day there's something new that cancel culture is attacking? Wait, what? That quote, cancel culture is attacking, unquote, and causing mass hysteria on social media. Seriously, being this obsessed with combating, quote, cancel culture is not mentally healthy. This is just pure paranoia. And then it's the Michael Jordan drug PSA. Stop it. Get some help.
Wow. Wow.
What the fuck, dude? It's so.
I have never. I hate my life.
Humanity was a mistake. Reject modernity. Return to monkey.
You should see his deviant art too.
Dude, I don't want to. I'm good. Thank you, Joe Crazy. I appreciate it. I'm good.
Oh, come on.
Nope. We can go the rest of our lives without that deviant art. I'm okay. I'm happy.
Gotta look at it.
Is this the double dog dare?
It's the double dog dare. I'm scrolling down.
Are you double dog daring me? How dare you?
Oh, shit.
How could you do this?
Let's just get back to this Muppet, alright?
Let's get back to the video.
Let's actually just...
Oh my god.
Hold on.
So let's get back to the video, guys, alright? We're good.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I got it out.
Alright, let's go.
Back and forth battle ended up revealing that the insides of the American paradise was actually a blood-filled war zone.
Colombian.
As you can imagine...
Yeah, it's not American. They've
Colombian.
specifically seceded. That's actually stated multiple times that they seceded from the Union.
Yeah.
So this is what's going to happen to Texas if they ever do that.
Texas just floats off.
Just goes into the air.
Just imagine the entire state of fucking Texas. The entire state of Texas just lifts off and goes somewhere else.
All the oil barons were like, we were planning this from the start.
Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
From the start. Oh dear Lord.
Smud, you can't go one day without me making a New Vegas reference, I guess.
Well, it depends what game you're currently playing, probably, so.
Yeah. I met Joshua Graham for the first time.
Oh.
I love him.
Now you're Christian.
I will convert myself back to Christianity if it means I get to hang out more with Joshua Graham.
You can't expect...
The time for talk has passed. The Lord's work must be done. Jesus Christ!
With my 5mm.
Who's the voice actor? Is that
I don't know.
The voice actor. Oh, he's very famous.
So at one point I tried to give him an anti-material rifle because I had a spare, and I went to open his inventory and he just goes, "No thanks." Like,
it's
holy fuck, dude! I renounce Kaisar. I devote myself to you.
Yeah, the only reason I know that was because he does Harbinger as well.
Yeah, it's Keith Zarabajka.
Yeah.
What an amazing.
Yeah, but he's also he's that cop in Dark Knight that the Joker beats up to escape.
Yeah, he's in Warhammer, he's in Dragon Age 2, he's in Transformers, LA Noire,
Dead Space.
Dead Space 3, Bioshock Infinite.
Dead Space 1, yeah.
He's all over the place, yeah.
No, he's a good actor. Yeah.
Very, very distinct voice, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can tell him a mile away with what...
I was just amazed at Joshua Graham's character and his story. And then at the end, it's just like, do you want to help the Sorrows escape, or do you want to go with Joshua Graham? I have never clicked, I'm going to eliminate the white legs. I've never clicked a button so fast in my life. I'm like, fuck you, Daniel.
Well, when you get a perk to use a 5mm with bonus for I don't know what reason, I don't know how that works, but
yeah, it's a 45mm with a double chance, so it has less weapon spread and a what was it? Twice critical. As likely to hit a critical.
He was like, "What?
I'm
Why?"
That's like the best handgun in the game.
Yeah.
Fucking Christ. Okay, Joshua, let's fucking go, man.
That is one of the most fun part of the game, actually, when you think about it.
It is the most. It was so much fucking fun. And I saw this white leg just like standing up over on a cliff, way the fuck away. And I was like, fuck. And I kept on missing, and I pull out my anti-material rifle, and I just see his head explode, and I just see Joshua walking past me, just reloading his 45 auto. I'm like, holy fuck, dude. Jesus Christ.
He has been he has been juggling that shit for the very beginning.
Oh my god!
We talk about
as well. Yeah.
We talk about these scenes with Keanu in Cyberpunk 2077. It's bullshit compared to Joshua.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love this comment. Joshua is not your companion; you are his companion. God, make thy instrument. Holy fuck. Oh man! And then at the end, I had the sneering imperialist perk, of course. So, cooler man, mad. You talk. You stop. Joshua, I've heard enough of this. Put a cap in General Gobbledygook here.
The Grand Canyon.
Wonderful.
Wonders.
It's always the DLC I can't do because my weight limit's too high, so I can't ever drop enough stuff.
Oh yeah,
I told the dude at what's his guy's name? Jed or something at the beginning.
Jed Marston.
Yeah, so I fucking he's like, yeah, you're too fat. You need to go lose weight, fatty. And
I
told him because I had the strong back perk. And I had a dialogue option for that. And it was like, dude, I could carry your pack, his pack, and your pack, Brahmin, and still have room for more. And he's like, yeah, I'm sure you could. And that's it. And he just gives you like... I tried to kill all of them.
Kill him?
I pulled out my Sequoia Ranger, tried to shoot him in the face. It didn't do anything. Tried to shoot the rest of them in the face. Didn't do anything. I then threw all of my frag grenades at them, and then I threw all of my plasma grenades at them, and that ended up killing me.
Technically, that would decrease your weight because you're throwing grenades. So
it would decrease my weight. I ended up just leaving,
it decreased it a lot because it blew his legs and his arms off.
Yeah,
so,
my legs and my arms did actually fall off, but I ended up just like only taking one set of armor in.
Oh.
That was stupid. And then, the 45 auto is like the best gun in the game, and you have such a limited ammo supply for it, and I don't think you can get 45 caliber outside of Zion.
You can from the gun runners, and you can also craft it.
Really? Because I went to gun runners and they didn't have it.
You can craft
didn't
it
you wipe
then.
out the gun? Didn't you wipe out the gun runners?
No.
The Crimson Caravan. Sorry.
No, I killed the Crimson Caravan. I stole from the gun runners, and I eliminated the Van Graffs.
Nah, I think
I also killed the Brotherhood of Steel.
Oh no.
Well, I kept them alive for as long as I could, and then Caesar was just like, "Hey, you're gonna go kill the Brotherhood," and I'm like, "All right, I guess I have to now."
Cool, bro.
I kept the Brotherhood alive because they were useful to me. That's the only reason.
That's almost my playthrough. I always choose House, so House wants them dead too. So.
Oh yeah, I don't ever choose House. House can go fuck himself.
I like superior technology. The Brotherhood is like old technology.
But after Joshua Graham, so like I already did the Caesar ending, and I was like, whatever, right? Like they're going through the whole fucking dialogue at the end. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then I went back to a previous save, and I did Joshua Graham's DLC, which I can't. Honest Hearts, yeah.
Honest Hearts.
I did Honest Hearts, and after going through that storyline, right now I'm just clearing up 1 and 2 things in the Wasteland, and then I'm gonna do the wild card ending. And I'm just gonna
by clearing up, you mean just wiping everybody out?
Well, actually, yes. I'm actually It's funny that you say that because I'm on my way to the Great Con Camp right now.
No one ever goes there for good reasons.
I'm just.
I love how
funny that you
derailed
mentioned that.
Derailed this Bioshock thing about Fallout.
Well, yeah, it's fun talking about better games than Bioshock Infinite.
And this guy.
No, it's instead this guy. Because he wants to shock you.
No, here's the thing. He's just doubling down. Just doubling down.
All right, let's get back to it.
Yeah.
Founders and Columbia, this consequentially made Comstock enforce his laws and beliefs to become stricter than ever while portraying himself as the only mortal being that the citizens could trust. At that point, this is no longer nationalism that was ruling over Columbia, but instead, it was cultism. The heads in charge had an enemy they needed to get rid of,
they
and
have a
must
cult.
make sure that the people can only have confidence.
It was always this way. I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, it was all.
It was pretty clear from the start.
Not for him.
Well, his definition of nationalism is a bit unclear. So
it's
problematic, you might say.
It's a little looser than ours.
And it only took him until 2020 to figure it out.
Oh, good.
Thank you, Joe Biden.
Thank you, Joe.
Thanks for bombing Syria again. We haven't seen that in a few years, so
yeah, that's a good point. Good point. Yeah.
It's a good return to the old ways, I guess.
There you go.
You know, people might need some. Like they need like.
Hey, Zach, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Well, yeah, I guess their buildings weren't broken in a long time, so we had to.
They need to like start with the clean slate.
If you want to make halal, you gotta break a few eggs.
If you want to make halal, you got to bomb a few schools.
Now this is haram.
It worked for Ulysses, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Them over literally everything, down to the point of warping their perspective of reality, where now Comstock and the founders could control what the citizens perceive as fact and fiction, good and evil, love and hate, which is a dream scenario for them since they consider themselves lost causers and sided with the Confederacy. And we all know Confederates love them some good revisionism. At this stage, what's most important for cult...
What the fuck? What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
Can I just say the way it sounds about changing the history and doing all this? Yeah, just like the communists did in the 30s.
Like the leader just writes himself into the Bible.
Yeah, the leader.
Also, this dude sounds like a Looney Tune.
He actually is a voice actor, supposedly.
Oh Jesus!
Succotash.
Like I don't imagine this kid as a Excuse me. I don't imagine this kid as a as an actual person. I just imagine this kid as like a cartoon.
Wow.
Well,
I would love to.
if you actually look at him, he's not that far off looking like a cartoon. He's got enough colour.
Yes.
And I say kid because I don't actually know what he looks like, but I'm assuming he's 12.
Oh,
well, he does have
pretty far off
in his profile. He does have options for working for doing voice acting. So this is one giant act, as far as I'm concerned, in terms of delivery, because no one talks like this.
Yeah.
No one.
This is what happens when you go off script.
Yeah,
I
no one.
know one person who talks like this, but he's really, really, really autistic, as in far end of the spectrum.
Oh, of course he has his pronouns.
Really nice guy. But yeah, one of my friends does talk like that, and he hates the fact that he talks like it, and he like tries to not do it. So, yeah.
His Twitter bio: animation historian, film critic, voice actor, YouTuber. He/him hashtag Black Lives Matter, and then he's got a bunch of fist emojis. And Disney lover at your service. Voice acting demo.
Bisexual.
Hey, so bisexual. Yes. You know, I'm very tempted to actually put that into
how
my,
fitting! How
Twitter
fitting! He's
profile.
listed his location as Toontown.
Really?
How
I believe
fitting!
it.
All right. Well, I meant it when I said he sounds like a cartoon.
Zach, is that your soundboard?
No, that was me.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for the compliment, though.
No, that wasn't a compliment.
Well, all right.
I was just curious. Didn't know. Just want to make sure. Let's go.
This is no longer just about their faith or their country. They still hold on to their nationalist beliefs, but now those take human form as their leader, which in this case is Comstock and the Founders. And as long as they follow the word of their leaders, they believe that they will remain at the top of the food chain.
You know why these men will die for? Because I have seen their future in the glory, and hence they are content.
By the way, if you have played through Bioshock Infinite...
My God.
Told you.
Oh my God.
So,
right.
what is this? Half George Costanza, half...
All right, so let's disregard his wardrobe. Let's disregard his wardrobe for 5 seconds. Number one, he's holding an Xbox 360 controller, which, when was this video released? 2020. All right. It looks like he is actually in a basement. That's like a workout equipment. What is that?
Treadmill? Box.
No, it's not a treadmill. It's the elliptical machine.
Oh, it's the
It's an elliptical behind him.
Yes.
He clearly needs to use it. He's
we
got
are discussing a simple radiator next to the Wii box.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an Apple radio.
This is so clearly a fucking basement, and that is just some random ass fuck off couch that they just threw down there. Yeah, and of course, he's got the TV tray.
His mum's bought a new one, with, so she doesn't need to use that.
Look how sunken in that couch is, Jesus.
At least 2 decades old.
So
of course, you got the TV tray. So
we were saying that
I have a 2 decades old sofa, and it's not that sunken in. So that's.
Well, we're making a joke that it was a knockoff of Linkara, but I got the George Costanza just because he's overacting so much.
The George Costanza, yeah. I see it.
Yeah, yeah.
But the bloody hat is just freaking me out. It's like, what the hell, dude? The shirt.
Yeah, what's going on with his Goku hat?
The one shirt is enough. The 2 shirts are too much. The hat is just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's a Goku hat. Tell me it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I'm just like, what a strange individual.
It's like shirt, second shirt, hat, crazy design on the couch. I'm like, whoa! It's just my eyes are.
Right.
Oh no! He's got a dragon design on his shirt.
Yeah. Yes, we noticed that. Yeah.
Because
Looks
he's
like
called the Electric Dragon.
The fucking Ed Hardy fucking... Oh my god, dude.
Well,
the Magnum PI look?
I like where Magnum PI look. No, but here's the thing, right? I like Hawaiian shirts. I always wear shirts like that, but I wouldn't wear 2 shirts and an orange fucking hat. I'd be
Two loud shirts. Two loud shirts.
2 loud shirts with a hat that is like I said earlier.
And then a
louder lighthouse.
An even louder hat. Like, what the fuck, dude? The thing is, Hawk, you look like a fun uncle. Hawk, you look like a fun uncle when you're wearing a fucking Hawaiian shirt. This guy looks like he doesn't know how to talk to girls.
He looks like the creepy uncle.
No. It's not the creepy uncle. It's not the creepy uncle. It's just you clearly are like only just now getting confidence in yourself, and it's very misplaced.
I feel like he's the sort of guy who'll go up to a girl in a bar and go, "Do you want to see a magic trick?" Like, God.
Honestly, this isn't the worst about it. The guy's been shirtless on live stream before.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
Why would you?
Wasn't he like the one who made the Big Banana video?
No. Why would you do this? I need answers. I need answers of why, who, and what. You can't just.
Do you, Hawk? Do you really need answers? Do you?
Deep down, no. But I'm sick of the punishment.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm having a lot of fun roasting this guy.
Yeah, me too.
People call us mean, and yeah, they're right.
Yeah, well, first of all, yes. Second of all, toughen up. And third, anything you put on screen is open for criticism.
I think the best comment I saw in Smud's chat about this guy was he looks like a GTA online character.
That is pretty accurate.
Yeah, but from GTA from Vice City. That's the one.
Yeah, it's absolutely Vice City.
Against the behind him.
Dragons.
Hey, Tommy.
Like it's like the guy who gets out of the makeshift Fiero. I don't know what they call it in Vice City, but that's the Fiero car. It's like pink or yellow or something like that. And this is after he's listened to like Billie Jean by Michael Jackson.
Like, this is the guy who just hops on your bicycle or bike and just steals it.
I love this video now.
Dude, it becomes really easy to roast you the more, like, I guess, wild you are in your videos. Just calm down. Whenever you're making these video essays, I don't care if you're fucking crazy on your YouTube channel. It's your YouTube channel, go for it. But when you're making these wild fucking claims and you're stupid and you're overly cartoonish, oh my god, we're gonna roast the fuck out of you, dude.
Just imagine Jason Alexander's voice. Would that make it better?
Oh fuck.
Oh no.
No, not at all.
No, that would no. Smud, are you sick?
Well, listen. What would you rather listen to? Would you rather listen to? Would you rather listen to his voice or Jason Alexander's voice?
Who's Jason Alexander?
George Costanza.
Yeah.
The guy who plays George
Costanza.
Costanza.
His voice, yeah. Yeah. Actually, yeah, no.
I was in the pool!
Oh, him. Okay.
How the hell did that jog your memory?
George Costanza from Seinfeld.
Talking about how small his pee-pee is, I was in the pool. How the hell did that jog your memory?
All right, never mind. Bad reference. Let's just keep going.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
There is one infamous mural that you may have stumbled upon when you were playing through the game. Yet, not only does it actually capture the ideologies of Colombia, but it is the perfect representation.
Oh, I think I know which one he's talking about.
Someone is holding the camera.
I think I know which one he's talking about.
Someone is actually holding the camera. I don't know if you can tell, but the camera's slightly moving.
Wait, hold on.
Nuh-uh.
No way.
He
No
doesn't
way
have
someone would
friends.
sit there.
He
Just
doesn't
go-
have friends.
Go back. I want to have a
Hold
look
on.
at this.
Future and glory, and hence they are content.
By the way, if you have played through Bioshock Infinite, there is one infamous mural that you may have stumbled
somebody
upon
is
when you were
holding
playing
it.
through the game. Yet,
I think
not
I-
only
oh,
does it
shit.
actually
Slight.
capture the ideology
Yeah,
of
so
Colombia,
slight.
but it is the perfect
Okay, so either someone's holding it or his body movements are so fierce that he's shaking the ground. I mean, they're both possible.
Like a bad tripod or a bad mount for it, and someone's like constantly correcting it. You know, someone's constantly correcting it, like just slightly tapping it.
I hope that it is like a bad mount, because otherwise some poor bastards had to sit there and listen to this.
Can I?
And it's just like, oh my god. Oh dear me.
God, I hope it's not hot in there.
Oh my god, here's Big Bro Little Sis 1. Solidarity with Taxon, maybe? Oh, come on.
Oh, no.
Come on. That's just me.
Very few people know that reference, but that's okay.
perfect representation of the true face of nationalism. I am talking about, of course, the For God and Country mural.
Yep.
Okay.
I knew he was going to bring this one up.
All right.
God and Country. Okay. I'm ready.
Yeah, I think everybody stumbles upon this mural. Like, it's not like hidden away or anything like that. Like, yeah, it's kind of like you find it all the time in the game.
This is. I think this is actually the first mural that you find.
Yep.
If I'm remembering correctly, which I'm probably not.
Yeah, I think it probably is.
I think it's in the Order of the Raven's house, isn't it? In their house, I think it's it is.
For
but
faith,
also it is our holy duty to guard against the
purity.
foreign hordes. Yeah. Okay.
Based. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I never actually took a closer look at this mural before. Let's see. He's got an Irishman, Chinese,
Yeah, a whole bunch.
Native American, Indian,
Mexican.
For sure.
Mexican, another Native American, another Chinaman.
Can't
Looks
have
like a
Native
Jew.
American.
Arab, yeah, there's all kinds.
There's
Oh, it's absolutely a Jew. He's got a yarmulke. Oh no. Oh my god. That's some horrific fucking
That
art.
is very, very racist. Yes, I get it.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's the reason for it. It's
that's the point.
Also,
That's
this
not-
guy's
that's-
gonna find
that's not
out.
the true face
Yeah.
of nationalism. By the way,
Yeah,
just
so
to say.
this guy is gonna find out that we're covering this video, and I hope he does. And then he's gonna put this mural up on his Twitter and just be like, "These guys support this." Like,
And you know what I'm going to respond with? Damn right I do. Look at it. It's amazing. Wonderful. You didn't cry. Go on.
I
Well,
want
you just put up the gif of Walter White going, "You're goddamn right."
No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a poster of this and send him a picture of me putting it on my wall. And
just
go,
put your
yeah.
face in the place of George Washington.
Yes. I'll be like, yes.
Holy
now
fuck,
what
dude.
are you going to do? What are you going to do? Cry into your orange fedora? Go on, do it.
No, he's
Joke's
gonna
on
have the pink fedora.
Way from Mexico.
I don't like pink.
Dude, if you keep on making fun of him, he's gonna tip his fedora at you.
Oh.
Here is
and steal your girl.
Here is Alex Halo.
You can have him.
Someone should remind him that the Confederates were Democrats.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Dude, I don't buy into that argument. That's a poor argument. Like, oh well, the Democrats. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, parties change all the time. Also, it was over 150 years ago, so maybe don't use that for an argument. Like, there's other things you can attach.
No. But here's, I know, but it's still one of those things where it's a bit like it's still part of their history that they're just trying to cover up, and it should be brought up.
I don't think anybody's trying to cover it up. It's just a dumb argument because it was 150 years ago. Nobody that was involved in it is alive now, and parties change over time.
No, if the Democrats are going to start bringing up things from the past for reparations and shit, then you're going to have to bring up that stuff. You can't.
Right. I don't think. No, I don't.
I understand where you're coming from, but using their own logic against them. They can't be asking for reparations for the slave trade and demanding all this stuff when the party that you are part of was on the side that wanted to keep slavery, because it's and then try and hide the fact that was what happened while still trying to portray yourselves as the good guys with everything. It doesn't work. I know where you're coming from, Zach. Like, it shouldn't even be brought up, which is true, because it was so long ago. But if you're going to go down that route with a fight, or with an argument, it's got to be brought up. You can't just say, "Oh, we'll ignore this part." It's like, no. That's called cherry picking, and it causes a lot of problems. Because we complain about how the communists cherry pick stuff and how say right wingers cherry pick stuff. So it's got to be a
Yeah, I agree. It's got to be a even fight.
But I agree with your. I do agree with your point of it shouldn't be brought up anyway. Like, the reparations should be brought up. It shouldn't be. It happened so long ago that everyone involved is dead. But my point is, if you go down that route, if you're a person who goes down that route, you're gonna have to accept that can be brought up.
Message coming in.
So
let's see. So my argument against the reparations is going to be, give me an objective argument of why reparations need to happen. Not about emotion, not about making things right, not about getting even. And then we can have a discussion about it. But until you do, I don't support reparations. Yeah. Now, if you are talking about like something like tuition assistance, stuff like Medicaid, shit like that's
message coming in.
There's room for that. We can get you set up. There's programs in place for that kind of stuff, but reparations, just money for being a race or of a certain demographic, no. If you are living in poverty or you are in a bad situation because of a bad neighborhood, it's your responsibility. If you want to have a better life, it's your responsibility to make a better life for yourself. Because
it's not impossible.
Yeah, it's your responsibility. I don't agree with reparations.
So this is obviously so when you at the end of the day, it's the bringing up of it. It's like, sane rational people don't bring this up because it's not important, but it's always there in history. So the people who do want to start bringing this up should be aware that, listen, it's not all sunshine and rainbows for your side, just because you think you are sunshine and rainbows. So yeah. And I think that's what the point is when people say, remember the Democrats were on the side of the Confederacy. It's like, just to remind these people, everyone's got bad history. Don't start poking around in it because you're going to get bitten.
Yeah.
Don't stick your nose in it because you're going to get it cut off. So yeah.
All right. Let's keep on going. Here is Coolman229. Thank you, sir. Is this another Bioshock Infinite is racist because it showed racism kind of video? Even though the game showed how horrible that is, it makes it clear how evil that hatred is. It's talking about the themes. The problem is that users trying to use terms that aren't directly related to an argument, aside from the terms he decides to use, which kind of misconstrues what the terms mean. So we're a little lost here as to why he thinks these things and what he's trying to get at. But
he's also trying to draw parallels with today. For some reason.
Yeah, I think he's going to go there, which is not the best way to talk about things. Everyone wants to relate it to their own experience and their own observation. And it's just like, dude, just focus on the media. Just focus on what this story is telling us, not what you experienced in your own life. It doesn't quite translate very well, but...
Well, actually, let's not lie. He's not experienced much in his life, to be honest.
Outside of that basement, you think he leaves?
Yeah. Any man who wears those sort of clothing, nah, yeah, he's not. He's not.
Who knows where he lives? That maybe it's even crazier. That's how he fits in. Who knows?
I was. Oh, sorry.
The only place that outfit will look normal is Arkham Asylum. Anywhere else, you're struggling.
Well,
I think someone said in the chat he lives in Canada.
Yes.
Smud, this is your person.
Which part of Canada, though? Quebec?
Probably Vancouver.
Far north.
I have no idea.
Yes. Smud's like, oh, now I recognize that guy. Yeah, he was at the Starbucks.
Toronto.
Here's Alex.
There's only like 30 people in Canada anyway, so you should know.
We all know each other. Here's Alex. Here's Alex Halo. I like seeing both parties reeing. You know what? As a Canadian, so do I. It's kind of entertaining. So.
One thing I will say, if you're gonna be like a voice actor and you're a little eccentric and stuff, it's okay to like dress weird, like, or have a weird style, but you kind of have to earn it and know what works. And this guy is definitely not pulling off the eccentric look. He just looks like a retard.
But dude, it works for him. Like, he has 120k subs.
Okay, and
Patreon over $1,000 a month.
Ooh.
All right.
So I guess somebody likes this.
All it cost him was his fashion sense and his soul.
Yeah.
Okay, then cool.
And he thinks capitalism is toxic.
Yeah, capitalism is toxic. By the way, subscribe to my Patreon.
Wait, seriously?
Yes.
You can't. You cannot rail against capitalism if you benefit from capitalism. You fucks.
Yes, you
it's
can.
Only
because
toxic if it isn't
champagne
going in my
socialists
bank account.
Yeah. There's no other.
What?
No,
God damn it,
Zach. But the socialists are being forced to partake in capitalism. You know.
Yeah. I wish they'd stop as well. It'd be funny.
It's painful. It is physically painful. Whenever these fucking idiots will benefit, they'll gladly take the benefits of a capitalist society while railing against it. Like, okay, how about you? Hey, go ahead and refund all your Patreon money, my guy. Go ahead and refund all your Patreon money.
I'm asking you for your support again for my tent summer home.
Better yet, since you're such a socialist, how about you take all that Patreon money, all your YouTube ad revenue, every fucking subscriber you got on Twitch, all that money, put it to charities. Every bit of money that you get from all of these different things, put it to charities.
Instead, they're gonna put it to their new chair.
Yeah, why didn't they? Why don't you send it to all the poor people in Colombia? Because they could do some money.
Dude, tell me how it works out for you, my man. Tell me how it works out for you. Tell me how good you feel inside sleeping in a cardboard box when you can't stream anymore because you can't pay your rent. What the fuck?
I'm going to take your money, but I don't have to like it.
Oh, no, they like it. Oh, fuck off.
I hate capitalism. Secretly, I love capitalism.
Oh, yes, but actually, no.
No. Oh, wait, shall we just continue with this video now? Because we have.
I'm not really getting paid. I'm just being donated to.
Fuck off.
Oh, they do actually use that fucking defense as well. Oh my god.
You're getting paid. It lands in your fucking bank account, and then you go buy a goddamn cup of coffee with it. You're getting paid.
It's a donation. Oh God.
Fuck off. Sorry. If you're not getting paid, where is this? Like, do you work somewhere else? If it's a donation, why aren't you donating it to charity? Are you taking a paycheck from somewhere else? Are you working construction? No? Go fuck yourself. You're getting paid.
Okay, let's keep going.
Yes, this is a visual representation of the mentality of a nationalist in the U.S. Of course.
Whoa.
No, it's not.
What?
No, it's not.
I gotta roll that back one more time. One more time. I'm just gonna.
No, he cannot comprehend that Colombia is not part of the United States.
The For God and Country mural. Yes, this is the visual representation of the mentality of a nationalist in the U.S. Of course,
No,
anyone
it's
can.
No, it's literally not.
No,
It is
Colombia.
not.
God damn it. A fictional place.
What?
Yes.
What is this fucking straw man you were propping up? Are there people like this? Certainly, yes. Is this indicative of the far right extremists? Maybe, definitely maybe. But this is not what a nationalist stands for.
I just love definitely maybe is such a non-word.
This is probably like what Bears believes in.
Honest to God,
Just put
yes.
Bears' face over George Washington, and then just instead of it's just right below the foreign hordes, you just write based.
No, it's just foreign hordes and women.
Oh my God, no! It's Bears' face on George Washington, and then Botan right above.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Fuck it, I'm making it.
Don't give her any ideas.
I need
Please
this
don't.
made. I need this
Okay,
made.
we have a channel
Yeah, just replace the cross.
we have a channel dedicated to merch ideas. You can go right ahead. And I'm talking to Botan. Past week, we are putting things together, so she is working on stuff. So,
Yeah.
thank you, Zach.
That's gonna look good if you got Botan going. Yeah.
No.
Your merch is gonna be cute as fuck.
People will buy it. You could literally have a Nazi stabbing a Jew, and Botan will make it the cutest thing ever.
This is
People will
true.
buy it for their kid.
Botan is amazing.
Somehow Botan's gonna make that cute.
Yeah, she will.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's absolutely adorable. Like every
It's
time
like, this is horribly racist and anti-Semitic, but it's adorable.
every time we played Among Us, she just would draw pictures for no reason.
Oh my God! Yeah.
It's just-
She'd draw pictures, but then she'd play and you'd hear her voice. She goes, "No, I'm just doing this thing." And then the game would end, and she was the murderer. It's like, oh my God, you psycho! Jesus.
Yeah, she would win every time because nobody ever votes out Botan.
Because she's so adorable. No, I wasn't killing anybody. I was just doing some work. And then that'd be it. You won't hear from her again.
I'm just drawing a Nazi to you,
Yeah, so it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Jesus.
Oh.
Here is Matt Brunette with his 3 houses and counting. He has 3 houses? Is that a joke?
Oh, it's a Bernie Sanders, isn't it?
Yes.
With his 3 houses.
It's I think that's a Bernie Sanders meme. I don't
yes,
I don't really pay attention to
Okay.
Bernie Sanders, so I don't know if it's true.
It's technically 2 houses and a cabin holiday home, which is the size of a house.
All right. Okay.
Hey, I'm just being factual.
For Smud game nights, Dead by Daylight.
If I can install it, I was trying to install, of all things, League of Legends. It would not log me in. And I was like, "What?"
All right, Smud, we're gonna have a long talk
Patching it through.
about why the fuck you were trying to install League of Legends.
I had an account 2 years ago, and I'm like, "Why can't I log in?" They changed the way you log in, and they wouldn't accept it, so I had to contact Riot, and who knows when they're going back to me. But anyway, I'm just trying to get a game everyone has access to, and is free to play and that sort of thing.
Okay, I got you. I think most people would have Dead by Daylight, and even then, it's only like $10. Question mark.
Well, we'll talk about it later. It's okay.
Yeah, it's alright.
Strawman, thank you, Strawman. Hey, we strawmen are nothing like him. We just call people out for hating the women. Good day, sir. Oh. Jeez.
Thank you for clarifying that.
Thanks, strawman. In all caps.
Thank you, Ambassador Strawman.
Message received, over and out. Thank you. Okay.
Strawman is the hero we need.
I do love his nickname, so yeah.
Oh my fucking god! And it's just his profile picture is a bunch of hay bales T-posing. Oh my fucking god! That's amazing.
Alrighty, let's
Yeah, let's
let's try to listen to see how this is nationalism in America today. Like, yeah.
Tell that this is a satire calling out the racism and xenophobia of nationalism. Yet, believe it or not, there have been several instances where conservative groups actually presented this to show who they are without realizing.
Yes, the National Liberty Federation. Yeah, I've heard of them before.
They are popular leading party right now, even.
Well, the NLF. Oh no, it's the NFL. Sorry, I get those mixed up sometimes.
National Liberty Federation. National
Football League.
Liberty.
Same thing.
Shut up, because I'm actually going to type that. Federation. Because I'm a retard. National Liberty Federation Incorporated. Charity Navigator Profile? What? Oh, wait. Mission. National Liberty Federation exists to build, educate, and mobilize a network of activists advocating the principles of the Constitution, including smaller government, lower taxes, free markets, personal liberty, and the rule of law.
Okay.
So far, good.
That's their mission statement. I can't find a website, but that was just a charity website that, like, I guess lists a lot of charities. Taxexemptworld.com. National Liberty Alliance. There's a lot of like third party articles.
Yeah, also this is Facebook, so this could easily just be a parody thing.
Yeah, I'm not seeing Facebook on here.
Well,
sounds like it.
Just look at the comments on the right. They're all just bashing the guy who made the post, so I don't see what the problem is.
Also, wait.
Yeah, I just...
2,597 people like this. How many people are in America?
Oh, much more than that.
About 5,000 at least.
At least. There's 5 more people in America, at least, okay? Not everybody. 330 million. 330 million in America.
Yeah.
Out of 330 million.
Give or take a few Mexican families still at the border, so...
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, this is nothing, and also it's a Facebook post from when was it even put? December 14th. So, okay.
SourceWatch. Why does SourceWatch look like Wikipedia? The National Liberty Foundation, based in West Palm Beach, Florida, it calls itself
Philadelphia.
It calls itself part of the Tea Party. Its website thunders that it's dedicated to Its website thunders that it's dedicated to promoting awareness regarding our inalienable rights. Then lists 6 staff members devoted to the cause. This is all I can find on it.
I don't think this is a real thing.
I'm quite sure I'm quite sure after Facebook was cleaning up all its various cleansing of all kinds of political messages, this page does not exist anymore. I'm quite sure it's gone.
Ethnic cleansing.
Well, they should. If they have 2 brain cells to rub together, they would have made a website.
Yeah.
I mean, even before the purge, clearly they weren't getting much recognition at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is irrelevant to the conversation, and why he's talking about this is just, I don't know. Like, what? Who cares?
Oh, so and this is even worse. That is like, see, a Facebook group used this once.
Wow.
And then showing comments that it's a video game, retard.
I could play Wolfenstein, the first one, and post it on a Facebook group, and now suddenly I'm a Nazi or some nonsense. Like, yeah, great.
Yeah. So not only can we not find this group, like to be clear, anything actually connected
last year,
right?
Well.
Anything actually connected?
No,
to
this is older. This is older than that.
So that's December 2019. 2019.
Possibly, yeah.
Sorry.
But we can't find anything actually connected to this group. I'm just finding third-party like charitynavigator.org, sourcewatch.org, Bloomberg, taxexemptworld.com. Like, this is all I can find on it. And then after that, it just switches over to National Liberty Alliance on my search. So that's like the closest thing it has for it.
They do have
clearly this is not a big organization, and he's showing comments of it's a video game.
They do have a YouTube page, but that's like 7 years old. They last did something on it, so this is obviously defunct. Whoever did this is a small person and an individual. I don't think this is a group. And if it were a group, who cares?
Now just imagine a midget running a Facebook thing now, but he's a small person. I don't know why.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Sorry, keep going.
So so you have all that working against you, and his main point is, see, a Facebook group posted this. Like, okay. Now, if you had said, if they had a poster of this at the Capitol riot a couple months ago, then maybe we could be like, okay,
all right,
maybe we could have a bit of a discussion about this.
I mean, they could have referenced to 4chan. It wouldn't make a damn difference. This is a joke. So let's just keep on going. Here's Strawman. Thanks again, Strawman. New Star Wars character Geode is better than this. Oh.
We don't talk about Geo.
We don't.
Fucking rock is better than this video.
Wow.
All right.
I'm not that I'm against having rocks as characters. It's just how it's done, guys.
I don't have anything against rock people.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have
Rock
some very good
people
friends
are
of
allowed
mine
to be
that are rocks.
Yeah.
I have a kidney stone that used to be a
My kidney stone, Bill. Kidney Billy.
It's just fucking ridiculous.
Stones are people too.
Stone lives matter.
The Thing was a superhero, so you gotta keep that in mind.
How long will the rocks be kept under the boot heel of humans?
Listen, I'm great friends with The Rock. Okay, join The Rock Johnson. He's a great guy, the best guy.
Can you smell what The Rock is cooking, Zach?
Oh my God.
Anyway, let's keep going. That's enough.
We gotta have fun somehow.
Yeah, I just.
Anyway, back to racism.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Realizing where it came from in the first place really goes to show that parody can often expose a darker truth than one may expect. But this is actually
that's it.
Some random guy on makes a Facebook fan group for free and posts an image.
Really goes to show that parody means bad. Fuck.
This one irrelevant post with just like 2,000 likes. Jesus Christ.
Some
Must be
random
the whole country.
Some random anonymous guy on 4chan makes a post. Yeah, it's news. Thanks. Orange hat
Message
man.
coming in. Patching it through.
Really goes to show that parody can reveal some darker sides of humanity. Like, what the fuck?
Go on Twitter, click on anything, and then you'll see some dark sides of humanity. Okay, it's really easy.
Click on literally anything. Literally anything.
Literally anything on Twitter. Yeah, and it's like, oh my god.
Oh my god, dude! What is this fucking straw? Dude, he beat the fuck out of that straw man. He set that straw man up, took a fucking baseball bat to it. He fucked that straw man up, man.
All right.
Yeah, there's like
Here
nothing left of that.
Here is Strawman again. Thank you, Strawman. Rock people are lazy. You ever seen a rock work? Oh.
You know what? You got us there.
They're just so stationary, you know.
They're just
straw versus rock.
Lazy, good for nothing rock.
They're just so sedimentary. Yeah.
Porch rocks.
I just want whoever thought up a rock for a character like deserves the worst type of pain. Just
dude, these are the same people that brought in Quicksilver to a Marvel show and then went, "Oh, his name's Boner."
Oh yeah, that.
I beg your pardon.
Wow. So, by the way, guys, if you're watching this, spoilers for WandaVision, but you shouldn't watch it anyway. They brought in X-Men, Days of Future Past Quicksilver, Evan Peters, called him Pietro, and then went, well, he's not actually Quicksilver, his name's Ralph Boner.
Ralph Boner.
All right.
Isn't that funny? Doesn't that subvert your expectations?
I want to keep going.
I want to kill myself, but you know, okay. We'll
oh, that's different. But
good luck, Hawk.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Where I'm going, I don't need luck. I've got ammo.
Do you? You're British.
You might miss.
I'm allowed to have ammo. I'm not allowed to have a gun, so I just like throw bullets at my temple.
I just imagined you just have like a nail and a hammer just on the front.
but do you have enough charisma for that bullet to pierce?
Yes.
All right, moving on.
All right.
Bioshock fan.
Tyler Preston. Speaking of Star Wars, okay, there's a character named in the EU named Nagai. I thought, was that a reference to Go Nagai? Probably not. No, I don't think so. The names in Star Wars are fickle and far between to make sense of. So
the names in Star Wars are random words on a board, and they throw a dart, and whatever it hits, that's their first name. And they throw another dart, and it's like that's their second name, and that's it.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Hence why we get firm scissor punch. Okay, so
that's not cool. I still think Kit Fisto is the worst, but yeah, it's just me.
Kit Fisto. Listen, don't you ever disrespect my boy Kit Fisto ever again.
Isn't called Kit Fisto because he's into chicks.
He did go out like a bitch, though. He did go out like a bitch.
Oh, he was a little bitch boy, but okay.
You want to know how I got my name?
No. What about Plo Koon?
Anyway, let's have another Star Wars super chat. Why not? Okay. Alex Halo. We all know The Rock is the best Star Wars character. Okay. Maybe you're right. I don't know.
I know, right?
Dude,
maybe he's the best Star Wars
character.
character.
He's a Star Wars character, so it's completely different.
Oh,
he's gonna be the best Disney Star Wars character.
Oh God! Right now, I swear, by the sound of it, Smud is looking at his whiskey bottle with malicious intent.
Yeah, come on, let's actually try and finish.
You know what? I feel okay. I'm not. I mean, the video isn't hurting me, so I'm okay. I'm good. I'm totally.
We must continue the orange hat journey.
There's more super chats. Stop it. Stop money.
Yet.
Stop sending super chats. Tyler Preston, forgive me for my terrible spelling, Smud. You're forgiven. I bless you in the name of the grammar gods. You're fine.
Kid Fister. No.
Okay.
It's Kit with like the car
Kit Kat.
Kit from that wonderful show in the 80s, which I can't remember. Knight Rider.
Oh yeah.
Kit. And he talks to that other guy, David Hasselhoff,
who is not a kid.
who rides inside of him.
Hangs out with David Hasselhoff gets inside Kid Fister.
No, the name.
No. Zach, no. I am rolling the newspaper up and I am whacking you on the head. No.
Anyway, moving on.
Franchise.
Moving on.
They have been playing the political game since the very beginning.
Seriously, the theme of cultism is actually a signature trait of the Bioshock franchise that can go all the way back to the first game. In fact, it is well known that the original is an entire allegory on Ayn Rand and her libertarian philosophy.
Is it?
Wait a second. Slow down. First off, there is no cult that I'm aware of in the first Bioshock.
It was a revolution. That's all.
Yeah, but
happened.
That's not a
cult.
Yeah, it was the 99% against the 1%, essentially.
Okay.
In Bioshock 1. That's what it was, essentially.
All right. So when we're talking about capitalism and free market economics, yes, there was that element of Andrew Ryan, who was so ambitious, he had to do these things his own way. So he made his own country, his own city-state under the water, yada, 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 which was influenced by objectivism from Ayn Rand. This is true, but it's just an influence. You could mention capitalism by itself, it's totally fine. You'd still have the same principles applied. So, great. And we could see this before you even get into Rapture, there's no gods, no kings, only man, I believe, plastered across the top of the submersive when you go down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So nothing to do specifically with Ayn Rand's objectivism, but that's the general influence when we think of Rapture. So
I don't know who this person is.
you don't know it? It's not a big deal. She created the philosophy of objectivism. She's a Russian American. She was very progressive or advanced for her time, and she argued a lot about the philosophy of what she created. There was literally a cult following around her because of her influence, which led to some ridiculous backstories of, like, when I was studying philosophy, everyone looked to Ayn Rand as a joke, not for her philosophy, but for her personal life, because she would have the cult that follows her say, oh, well, Ayn did not like the seventh movement in Mozart's symphony, therefore Mozart is garbage. Like stupid crap like that. Not to mention all her affairs and all this other crap. So, personal life, hilarious. Philosophy, she created it. It's fine. There's nothing inherently wrong with it. But if you want to argue economics, you want to argue capitalism, she's a good start to learn about stuff. Now, she explained her stuff mostly through fictional prose, and a lot of her books are all the same. She did some sci-fi. She did some contemporary stuff. Atlas Shrugged is probably her biggest or most famous. So, The Fountainhead came before that. And before that, there was this other sci-fi weird one. I can't remember the name. But I think it was called Anthem, actually. So, So,
the irony.
I know. So, very, very interesting writer, not too worthy of critical analysis, though. So, anyway, Ayn Rand.
She conveys in her books like Atlas Shrugged. Basically, the message that the first game tried to say is that Ayn Rand is the dumbest human being that ever lived, and anyone.
Wait, back it up again. I didn't pay attention to what he was saying.
Yeah.
Okay. First off, Ayn Rand is a very intelligent lady. Secondly, her personal life was a joke, but that's kind of the stuff we do. We look at like Plato and Aristotle, like,
my personal life's a joke. So yeah.
It's like you quote Plato, you also have to address the fact of pederasty.
Well, if you want to, people don't care about that bullshit when they talk about Plato because that's stupid.
Yeah. So that's where you come in from. You have to separate the art from the artist.
Yes, exactly. So
you need to separate the philosophy from the person.
Right. So when we look at Foucault and we listen to his stuff, he invented postmodernism, and that's fine. But when you actually listen to postmodernism, you go, this is kind of dumb. This is destructive for the sake of being reductionist. Whereas Ayn Rand was saying, look, you have your own life, you have your own individuality, you should pursue your own happiness. And she took that to its logical conclusion. That's pretty much objectivism. And she was arguing, like, when you get married, you do it for your own selfish reasons, not necessarily to help another person. And that is the concept of, like, she was defining love and what that means and why she loves someone. And like, people were arguing, well, how can you be in a serious relationship if it's all about you? And she's like, well, it is about me, and it's about what I want, and what I want is to help another person out, and that also helps me out, et cetera, et cetera. So she would have all these big explanations, and she'd go on all these talk shows. Makes sense. Yeah, and she was consistently sound with her arguments. Whether you agreed or liked them or not makes no difference. So we can listen to her, her teachings and her books and say yes or no, good or bad. We can say other things about Foucault, or we can say other things about other philosophers which were crazy. So
message coming in.
Yeah, and I do love the comedic timing, by the way, Smud. Of you explain who Ayn Rand is. You basically say, yeah, very smart lady, crazy wife, but good philosophy. It was pretty sound. Dumbest human being alive.
Yeah,
like that's some comedic timing.
So the only reason this person dislikes Ayn Rand, as far as I can understand, just from listening to him, is he's left-leaning, he loves communism, doesn't like capitalism, as we've heard before, and therefore anything that is for capitalism, he's against. Therefore, Ayn Rand bad.
Great.
Okay, that's it. Tyler Preston, small fun fact about Go Nagai. Yeah, here we go. He created a puppet show that's inspired by Star Wars with a giant robot called X-Bomber Starfleet. Wow. If you don't know Go Nagai, he was a very famous horror, science fiction, anime manga creator. So, yeah, there's lots of those guys though. So, the Japanese love science fiction, love horror. Good stuff. Anyway, let's hear his takedown of Ayn Rand for some reason. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, because she's what I think about when someone says nationalism.
Oh, somehow we jump from nationalism to capitalism just like that. So
yeah, that was woo.
Here we go.
Someone who unironically believes in her insane ideologies is as psychotic as a splicer.
Wow.
She
was anti-war. Okay, if you guys know anything about her,
also.
Any of her, he literally just said any of her anti-ideologies. You can disagree with somebody, but if you agree with any of their ideologies, you are as insane as a psychopathic, schizophrenic, dementia-induced splicer.
Wow. Who would have known that this guy would be sexist?
What the fuck?
Are you anti-war, you freaking psycho?
Oh, she's just a woman.
Go.
Yeah.
Who is this kid?
And remember, if you don't want to talk about politics, he'll kill you with lightning.
Yes, I know.
Dude, fuck this guy.
She would love to talk about politics, but because she was a philosopher, she hated war. So pretty standard stuff.
Also, she's also dead now, so she can't really say much.
That's true. Yeah.
Dude, fuck this guy.
She came from Russia. She knew the horrors of it. She left there and escaped to America.
Yeah, I know. This is insane.
All right, let's get going.
But even without the Ayn Rand connection, the commentary of this ideology's toxicity is still prominent in Infinite and how it can even destroy utopias from within. It begins as patriotism for their love of God and country, then it gradually transforms into nationalism where even the flaws of those values emerge to normalize bigotry and discrimination, which, if ever opposed or questioned, ultimately leads to cultism where the people in power now have full control of how the individuals think.
Okay, so
the person may think...
Just to, again, talk about Ayn Rand, she was an atheist and pro-choice. So, I mean,
He really just said, if you love your country and if you love God and country, you will eventually. Oh my God! You will eventually become bigoted and racist,
And part of a cult, yeah.
and part of a cult, where the cult leader's truth becomes reality.
Shit, I feel like I'm in a cult now.
God, I feel like I'm a communist now.
He just said that, and his proof for it is a video game, and not a good one.
I think that hat might be a bit too tight on his head right now.
I've got nothing.
Yeah,
he's just gone right. He's gone right for the deep end of this.
I want to hear like more of his insight.
Oh my God!
More, please.
More.
I just
hurt me more, Smud Daddy.
He's not that bad. He's just ranting now, which is kind of weird. But you can't tell how enthusiastic.
I've sort of.
This is just insane.
I sort of like blocked half of his ranting out
because
it is just getting to.
His tone hasn't changed. Like, he's still the same enthusiastic guy. Now he's just angry at Anne.
He really is.
For some reason.
Message coming in.
Really starting to sound like Daffy Duck now. That's the problem. So it's like, okay.
He is a cartoon character, so.
That's why I said Daffy. Yeah,
Toontown guys, come on.
All right, here's Alex Halo. Cult, that reminds me of what SJWs are. Ah, ha 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 ha.
And it comes full circle again.
He does live in Toontown.
This is a fact. All right.
Toontown, best communist country.
Think that they can make their own choices, but once at the levels of cultism, only the leaders can make the choices for them. Now, I know what you're thinking.
Unrelated
this kind of madness
scene?
can
Okay.
only exist in a video game. I mean, this is set in 1912. There's
Oh, no,
way people can
please
act
don't.
like this nowadays,
Please
right?
don't.
Video's not playing for me.
Actually,
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Reality in
No.
Colombia is that one of them is in the sky. When looking into the real world, especially
Orange Man bad.
Oh no.
No. Did he mention Trump?
United
Oh
States,
no. Did he
Not yet.
mention?
Oh, there it is.
Look,
There it
he's
is.
back great again.
Americans are falling into the same
Hey,
trap
look, a
as
black
the citizens
person.
of Colombia and pushing their ideologies to dangerously
But,
extreme levels.
like, I was led
I'm
to
not
believe
saying
that
that
it can
a
only
liberal-
be white people.
If you're a Trump supporter, you're only white man.
Yes.
Mhm.
You should not have any melanin in your body.
Do not pay attention to that black man there. He's white.
It was only a shadow of a Trump supporter. What the fuck?
I like
As
the
in-
random skate. I like the random skater in the background.
Yeah. He's
Boombox?
definitely.
She.
Ku Klux
She.
Klan.
She.
Are you assuming her gender? Because
Yeah.
Oh, problematic.
Yes, I am. Because I see female features
that's
such
fine,
as
that's all right.
leg.
And Bob.
What do men
And
not
Bob.
have legs then? Okay then.
No,
Are you a legist?
I don't have legs. Therefore, nobody should.
You know what? I'm not even going to argue with that. Okay.
Zach is the legate.
Ego dreamer. He's not black. He's only a white man with darker skin.
Of course, he has a healthy tan.
He's got a bad sunburn.
I'm trying to
He's
eat.
white on the He's white on the inside.
I'm trying to eat chicken, you fucks. God damn it.
He's like Uncle.
Lucas.
He just has a skin condition. It's the opposite of what Michael Jackson had.
Oh no.
Oh, shit.
I hate this video.
I love that we all saw it coming too.
Yeah.
Of course, like the fucking pinned comment is like an election of a country that he isn't even part of.
God, I cannot believe we called it. We fucking called it.
No, because it's not that difficult to fucking call these days.
No, it's just indicative of like how used this argument is. How fucking tired it is.
Yeah.
Trump made America. We know it.
Like, look, man, I agree. Trump wasn't a great president. I agree. I agree. He did a lot of fucked up shit, but he is not the center of all your problems.
He's not the cause of all your problems that were happening 4 years before he became president. Okay, so
he's a funnier character than what we had before.
Yeah, there's been cult of personalities around pretty much every president. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
It happens all the time. Actually, every leader in the world.
It's just that. Yeah, it's just the fact that there's a cult personality around the guy that you don't like, and that's literally the argument. I don't like him, so no one else should like him. Right. That's not a good enough argument.
Yeah, he's problematic.
But he bad. Okay, I think the other people are bad. And impasse now, aren't we? Okay, thank you. So it's just a stupid argument.
Alrighty.
All right, let's
go.
Let's keep.
People cannot be civil to this, but it's obvious that it's conservatives that are most likely to fall into this rabbit hole.
Wow!
It starts out as a very strong connection to their beliefs as a Christian and/or as an American.
Oh! What is your problem with Christianity? Like, seriously, bro, you literally keep mentioning Christianity. What's your oh, well, I know what your problem is. You're a stupid fucking communist cunt. But what is literally? You keep bringing up Christianity.
Dude, he got like this guy got arrested by
that escalated quickly.
Either that or it's just that.
He was an altar boy when he was younger. He has reason to hate Christianity.
Yeah, no, but his thing, it's like I pointed out, people who follow Islam in Muslim countries are equally as nationalistic and patriotic. Why are you bringing up just Christianity?
Dude.
You just can't let go, you know?
But also, here's the thing: when you fall into the rabbit hole of your beliefs, yeah, when you fall into a rabbit hole of your beliefs and they start to consume you, yeah, like SJWs, like you lot, because you literally you're angry at capitalism for just existing because your belief says it shouldn't.
I want to talk to this guy. I want to ask him, like, what is your problem with capitalism? Tell me why give me 3 objective reasons why capitalism bad.
My college professor said it's
bad. 3!
Well, I've given you 1. I'm trying to think of another bullshit reason.
Patreon doesn't give me enough money.
They take the 2% or whatever. I can't remember the number is, but they take their cut.
I think it's 10 even.
Wow.
Because I remember there was like a time when like a lot of people decided to change from that service because it's like it takes way too much for the service.
How patriotism becomes cultism. Dude, I agree that there are some extremists out there. I don't think you'll find anybody that will deny that.
Yeah, but there's extremists.
But for fuck's sake, when you generalize, both sides. You if you're going to be critical of one, you have to be critical of the other. Otherwise, you're just a piece of shit.
You can't talk about something devolving into a cult and then just ignore the SJWs because that is
ignore the cult that's on your side. Yeah.
It's like,
so if you're going to be critical of one, you have to be critical of the other. Otherwise, you're a piece of shit. Number 2, also, you're making huge generalizations. You're making huge generalizations. Christians, bad. People that love their country, bad. Capitalists, bad. What in the goddamn, dude?
Yeah. But it's this Christianity thing. It's like he was mentioning Christianity in like with Colombia with the religion. It's like no, that's outlawed as well. You have to be. The religion is of Comstock, the Lamb, and the Shepherd.
Yeah,
and it's like that's religion.
That is the religion.
Be a Christian. Yeah, you can't be a Christian. He's going like, well, these Christian people are doing it. It's like, what are you fucking on about? They're not Christians. What are you on about?
To make this generalization, he is being very universal when talking about Christianity. Let's be clear. I fucking hate Christianity. I grew up with, like, as a Christian most of my life. I didn't come out of the religion until I was 21. And by then, I was like just trying to think for myself. I feel like I missed out on a lot of life experience. leading up to my 20s. And I see how oppressive and backward it is most of the time. My best friend in the world, the man who I call my brother, the one person in the world that I call my brother, he is the most Christian person I know. He was my mentor for a long time. And to this day, we still keep in touch.
Oh, that's nice.
Like when you're this universal about Christianity, I have an example to point to of one of the best men that I know in the world, who is a Christian and very devout Christian.
Yeah,
it
really
it may come off as anecdotal. It may come off as anecdotal, but there's an example. And he's not a nationalist. He's not a fucking capitalist. He's not any of the shit that you say. Yeah, fuck off, dude. You can make arguments against Christianity without being universal.
Yeah.
It's just describing like a cult, pretty much. Like, because the fucking game itself is just around the cult itself. And every example he's bringing up against America he's still referring to a fictional game with Colombia.
Right. And Colombia is the extreme examples of all. It's everything amped up. So pro-war, pro-religion, pro-racism, I guess you could say
pro-gun.
Pro-guns, pro-theocracy. Like, pick all these ideas, just amp them up as far as you can go. So that's the parody. That's the joke. That we get it. Like, we could see this video or see this video game and go, yeah, this is not real. This is just what would happen if all of this was allowed to run amok. And we're seeing the culmination of that with the rebellion, with the Vox Populi fighting back, and when people lose power, and what does Comstock have to do to get it back, and then we even see the future events of that because of timey-wimey travel powers, because story. So
wibbly wobbly,
yeah. So that's the thing. We like that because it says, oh wow, this is what could happen. That's what you do with fantasy stories. You give a veil of the world, you peer into it, and you say, whoa, that's crazy. And it's also fun and silly and violent and all the other things that we love. So that's it. It's a satire to a degree. It's poking fun to a degree, and it shows the horrors of that. Why he's trying to bring it back down to reality, I don't know. I hate when people do this because there is no like one-to-one relationship. It's always a metaphor. It's always a ethic. It's a moral in the non-concrete. It's always in the game world. It's always in the fiction. So I don't like it when people do this. Anyway, let's try to just hear him out.
Yeah, let's keep going. It's just
Yep.
Down to the point that even criticism towards either would result to an emotional reaction where they would take it very personally as if the comment were towards them. In a way, they are a lot more reactionary than to think logically. But because they embrace everything...
You're the one bringing emotional arguments into this.
Charlottesville. Wow, you brought up Charlottesville. Wow.
Yeah, Charlottesville had a bunch of fucking tiki torch Nazis. I agree.
Yeah, but also...
This is not representing the majority of those people.
And he's being very universal, and he's not. He's the one bringing emotional arguments into this. He's the one being very general. Fuck! Sorry, I'm so angry right now.
He just wanted to make a video and use clips. Everyone knows there's outliers on every organization, every group. There's extremists in every one. There's moderates in every. We get it. This is not anything we haven't heard before. But to compare it to Bioshock is just silly. It's nothing. What did these guys do with the tiki torches? Did they burn anything down? Did they hurt anyone?
There was one lady that got killed.
Okay.
One lady ran the fuck over and died.
Yeah.
All right.
And it was one of the protesters that ran her over.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
These things happen. People get heated up. They lash out.
Yeah, and these guys are 100% in the wrong.
But did they intentionally go out to burn something down or break something or destroy something? No. Okay.
No, they didn't.
So it's a peaceful assembly.
A peaceful assembly of Nazis. Yeah.
They could be whatever the hell they want. It doesn't matter. It's America. You're free to be any disposition.
You're allowed to do what the hell you like.
As long as you're not hurting
I'd rather
anyone.
have a peaceful assembly of Nazis.
Yep.
Than a violent assembly of communists. It doesn't really.
You know what? If they're a peaceful assembly of Nazis, God bless them. God bless America. There you go. So
there you go.
They're not hurting anyone. I don't care what they are, what they think about. Yeah. None of my business. Everyone's fine. Now,
you're right. I'm still gonna make fun of them.
If they're disturbing the peace.
But you're allowed to do that.
Yeah, if you're disturbing the peace, if you're brandishing weapons, if you're doing something like that's intentional and whatever involving other people, cops should be called in, and that's when things get heated. But
we need to defund those cops.
Yeah, we do. Let's defund all.
Unironically, just a little bit because they have fucking tanks. Just like, hey, that's. I got some potholes on my street. Let's fix those, and then you can have your fucking tanks.
Yeah. Okay.
Go fuck yourself.
Problematic ones, which turns their patriotism into nationalism, where they accept bigotry as part of not only their beliefs, but also a part of traditional values of both their faith and their country.
Okay, again,
when confronted of this problem,
in the country, you're free to be a bigot.
What music is he playing, by the way?
I have no idea.
It sounds like Star Wars Duel of Fate or something in the background. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
See, the beautiful thing is we can accept any extremist thought, provided it's a thought. You're allowed to think. You're allowed to express yourself. It's beautiful. It's crazy. It's wild. That's America. That's great. That's the point. So,
what this guy is talking about is that getting into dangerous territory of, nope, you're not allowed to think this way. Now, you can think whatever you want as long as you're not hurting anybody. And now, whether you're right or wrong for holding those beliefs is a conversation in itself. But you are free to think whatever you want. It is not a thought crime, much like where England is going. Like, that is true, yes. Fuck's sake, dude. Once you start saying what people can and cannot protest or what people can and cannot believe, that's where you're getting into ink sock territory. You're getting into 1984, and you're the ones that love to bitch and moan about Trump creating 1984 America. You're the ones fucking doing it. Stop it. People can think whatever they want.
Yeah.
All right.
They do their best to deflect any of the criticisms to keep them around so that they could remain as the dominant ones according to their beliefs. In an age that is now more progressive and inclusive, this is a real sign of danger for a nationalist where some of their values would be lost and try their hardest to make the opposition the problem instead of them. Over the years, the words they use to attack have changed. But nowadays, you're probably familiar with English antagonizing what they refer to as political correctness, cancel
this is such projection.
Diversity, or
this is such projection.
The SJW agenda.
Because
of the constant opposition and criticism they received, especially on social
media. Straight up.
Criticism! He just summarized all of that as, oh no, it's just criticism. Dude, you're literally censoring people! You canceled Gina Carano. You canceled Gina Carano because she said, hey, maybe don't hate people because the government told you to.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't turn on your fucking neighbors. That's all she fucking said. Jesus.
Yeah, this is...
And you said, no, she's a transphobic Nazi cunt. And you're like, no, it's just criticism.
You know, you really fucked up when the Jews agree with you and are on your side, and you still get banned on behalf of them.
Yeah. This is literally just projection on a massive scale. Every single thing he's just said.
No, there's no cancel culture. It's just criticism. Go fuck yourself, dude. We see it. You're canceling Dr. Seuss. Fuck's sake, man.
Books are still around. You're just not gonna have enough.
The reason why I use sarcastic hawk on Twitter is because if I use my actual real name, my views, you'd come after me and my family, and you'd ruin my life. and you would ruin my life. And not only that, you
people
try
have
and ruin my
attempted that,
child's life.
People have attempted to do that.
Yeah, people have attempted to actually end my life because of my views, and my views aren't that fucking insane.
No, Hawk, I'm going to be real. I think you and I are differ. We differ pretty well on the political spectrum. I love the shit out of you, and I cannot believe that somebody would try to like take your son away because of your beliefs of like, yeah, the coronavirus is kind of ridiculous, that we need to go ahead and lift the lockdown. We've been in lockdown for a year. Can we lift it, please? I was pro lockdown 6 months ago. Now I want it to fucking end. So I'm like, I come over to your side.
Everyone is free to like share their views, like, and like, I also have like that
Well,
shit.
I'll give you an example. You know, the European Union, when we voted to leave, I voted to leave. A pro-European Union friend of mine, I'll say was a friend, then threatened to throw a Molotov through my grandparents' windows because they voted to leave. Oh, but it's just criticism. Don't worry, there's not that crazy people. Yet there are. You fucking weirdo.
It's just the criticism.
If you're gonna criticize your words, nationalists, the patriots, and the Christians, again, your words, you need to criticize your other side. You need to criticize the people that are on your side, that are just as extreme. And if you fucking
don't say SJW, right, in a way that makes out that they don't exist, because they do exist.
If you don't criticize them, the extremists that are on your side, I know you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Especially me. I mean, I'm a Catholic and I can accept all the fucked up shit from the past. I mean, fuck's sake, I can acknowledge that shit too.
Yeah, no, but here's the thing. It's like, I make jokes about, Nazis are cool and great, but I like when it comes down to it. No, they're fucking assholes, and you shouldn't be a fucking Nazi and the wrong, and you know, and all the things he did was wrong. I don't go, oh well, it's just criticism. You know, don't really. You know,
when you're telling jokes, Hawk, you shouldn't have to go on Twitter and just be like, "Hey, by the way, I don't agree with Nazis. I don't like Nazis. None of my friends are Nazis. I'm not. I do not endorse Nazism."
But that's the world we live in. So I still don't apologise for it. Well, I'm sorry that a bunch of 18-year-olds have a panic attack over me saying Nazi, but you know, fuck them. So, but it. Yeah, this whole thing. Oh, I'm sorry. We should just carry on. I'm just angry now. I'm just kind of pissed off.
Oh my god. Fuck this guy.
Take your fucking orange hat and fucking shove it down your throat and choke to death, you cunt. Just fuck off.
All right.
Sorry.
All right. Let's get back on track and be clear-headed and objective right now.
I'm just gonna have a little drink. And
that'll help. Okay. Let's go.
My dad used to drink when he got angry, so it never did anything bad.
Wait, did he get angry then he drank, or did he drink and then get angry?
It changed.
Yes. A little bit of both.
On a nightly basis.
A little bit of both.
Mr. Belt was my best friend in my childhood.
Mr. Belty?
Yeah. Mr. Belty and left slipper. Just there,
and ring hand.
Yeah.
Record is 5 feet.
This story is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Build up your own.
All right, hey Smudcast. Before we continue, we're gonna take a quick ad break. Have you ever tried to build a fucking website? You should try using Squarespace and their stupid subscription service.
No, we should.
Have you tried using NordVPN?
Unironically, NordVPN's pretty good.
Yeah.
NordVPN sponsor me, please.
Anyway, video, definitely video, because it's
video. Let's go.
We're getting on now with time.
Media on a basis. This only pushes the nationalists to keep doubling down on their beliefs to become
doubling down!
cultist, where now their values and their vision of America and Christianity is encompassed in a president
Why is it
unapologetic
Christianity?
to take their conservative beliefs to the extreme, where the truth and law no longer It's all about his word to dictate the country and its people. And the only thing that is considered a crime is if you disagree or stand against his word. They really tried to sneak that in, but now they're no longer hiding it anymore, and they want to disagreeing with them.
Shut the fuck up! What the fuck? This is literally cancelled. You fucking retard! What the? Oh my god! Oh my god! Do as we say, or we'll fucking can't silence you. Gee, who does that sound like? Because it doesn't sound like fucking Trump, actually. That sounds like the other guys. Oh wait, your side, you stupid Looney Tunes rejection fucking wank stain piece of shit. Oh my god.
What an asshole.
This guy's a fucking retard. He's either a retard or a fucking disingenuous cunt, and he's gonna have to pick one of them. So he's literally projected everything he knows that is wrong about the left extremists onto normal conservatives. And I'm not talking far right, I'm talking normal conservatives. I mean like mildly right wing.
Yeah, we
centre right people.
We really need a projection square on our bingo card. That's like we've been getting so many projections.
Yeah.
Every video, it just happens.
This is fucking rough.
You cannot say Trump supported cancel culture, and then say cancel culture doesn't exist, and then say that if you disagreed with Trump, you'd be cancelled. Yeah, because I saw tons of left-wing people getting their Twitter profiles fucking deleted during Trump's presidency. CNN wasn't allowed to broadcast because they were always against Trump, so they weren't allowed to broadcast, were they? You fucking liar! You absolute liar! Also, what the fuck has Trump got to do with fucking Bioshock Infinite? With patriotism turned to cultism, because it's just.
Well, you know, red, white, and blue, you know.
Oh, you didn't hear, Hawk? They found a hidden audio file where you hear, "I'm going to make Colombia great again." Yeah,
I look Comstock. He's a great guy. I personally know him. You know, he's a I grabbed Elizabeth by the pussy.
There are some good people in Colombia.
You know the founders and the Vox Populi. There's many good people on both sides.
Here is
we
Alex.
make the best plasmid.
No. It makes your hair so silky. Look at my hair. It's real. It's beautiful.
Look at my hands.
So silky smooth. those Columbia pillows, absolutely amazing.
Columbia pillows.
Columbia pillows.
Columbia steaks is.
Oh yeah, Zach missed that. He brought up my pillow in this video.
Oh my fucking god!
It's a sign of nationalism.
Listen, the My Pillow guy's fucking insane. We know this. Okay?
Well, he makes
god
pillows.
Damn it!
It's just a pillow.
God damn it! Stop with your shitty arguments.
By the way, there's a super chat, I think.
Yes, Alex Halo, thank you. This guy has a bigger problem with right-wingers than I do when they try to censor my anime like the left is doing now. Yeah, it's kind of funny that we're seeing this behavior and reaction to, to Bioshock Infinite.
I just cannot believe someone would dare say in 2020 that if you disagreed with Trump, you'd be cancelled.
Like, this is not.
I cannot.
This is not the Ayatollah. You know, this is not some actual state that has this.
This is not Joe Biden. This is is completely different.
Let's not make fun of the elderly. Okay, there's a reason to make jokes about Biden, about his behavior.
I know, but I'll just tell you something now. You cannot, I know Zach will even agree with me, you cannot say that if you disagree with Trump, you were cancelled.
Dude, how many times did I put "fuck Trump" on my Twitter talk while you were following me?
Tons of times. Yeah, tons of times. I still follow you. So yeah, tons of times. Now,
how many times did we get into discussions? How many times have I gotten into discussions with Bear about Trump? Like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Trust me, if you disagreed with Trump, you were in the majority.
Yeah,
you weren't getting canceled.
Yeah, it was
you
even
fuck.
just like
you fucking
even if
victim pity me
yeah,
fuck.
Yeah, even if it was 50-50, right? It was still the point with on social media it was like 90% anti-Trump. So yeah.
If you disagreed with Trump, you got canceled. Twitter took away his fucking his account.
Yeah, Trump got blocked from Twitter while he was still president of the United States of America. Remember that? They didn't even wait until he'd gone. Fuck it.
Yeah, and they were even trying to shut down Parler just so they don't have a sanctuary.
Yeah,
I don't understand. I don't understand shutting down Parler. If right wingers want to make their own fucking website with blackjack and hookers, go fucking do it. Go have your own fucking website.
We get told by lefties all the time. Oh, if it's that bad, make your own. All right, we'll make our own. No. You
nope,
can't
canceled.
do that.
You made your own. Canceled. It's bad. They're just riots. They incited the Capitol riot. Like I don't think Parler was responsible for that, but okay.
I
think it was probably, and call me fucking crazy here, the guys that stormed the fucking Capitol that did it. That's just me, though. Yeah. I don't fucking know shit. What do I fucking do except think with my human brain?
This guy's a fucking liar and a half, and I've lost all. I didn't have any respect for him, but I've lost all feelings of him.
This guy's name is Ralph Boner now. I don't have any respect for him either. His name is Ralph Boner.
Yeah. Well, let's continue, just so that I can just say.
Chat. When you're making the memes, like I know you inevitably will. When you're making the memes about this guy, his name is Ralph Boner.
All right, let's finish this MOOC.
All right.
Yeah, let's just finish this.
Let's go.
It's part of the lore now.
Them illegal.
I care about everybody. If you're a young African American, an immigrant, you can go anywhere in this state. You just need to be conservative, not liberal.
For American cultists, that is the only rule. You can commit crimes that are against the country and sins that the Bible condemns, but only as long as you do it in the name of the leaders of these traditional
Oh
no,
boy,
no,
that is
no,
Wow.
That is not what he said. That is not what he said at all. You fucking liar. That is a barefaced lie. You literally showed us the clip of what he said, and then you lied. Do you think here's a news flash for you, right, buddy? Not everyone's as retarded as you, okay? Right? I'm sorry to say this, but yeah. Some of us actually look with our eyes and ears, and hear with our ears.
Patching it through.
Hey, Beta. How's it going?
Fine, I was just editing a clip while you guys were talking.
Wow, so editing a clip is more important than talking with your friends?
Yeah.
When you see the clip, Zach, you'll understand.
Oh, okay.
This guy, I hate this guy. I really do hate this guy.
This guy's a fucking asshole.
All right, let's.
He is an asshole.
Let's try and finish this up. Alex Halo, thank you. He got his account banned for a tweet saying, "Be peaceful and go home." They banned him so he couldn't tell them to stop protesting.
Yeah. You actually read the tweets that he put out. That is not the sound. That's not the sound of a person who wants to do a military coup. It literally just sounds like a guy going, "Just go home, people. They're just going to use us against us. Just go home." So I have to laugh though. How many more weeks is the military going to spend in Washington DC now? With Biden?
Jesus Christ!
For another 6 months, is it? Yeah, just on the
Capitol Police. The Capitol Police asked them to stay. What the fuck?
Yeah, because there might be another protest there.
Like what?
Yeah, Trump, the MAGA villain, if you will.
I cannot believe that the Capitol Police, the capital of our country, doesn't have the manpower, the police power, rather, to handle a fucking riot.
But it's not even that. But right now, the capital of America has just got barbed wires, fences, and the military with guns patrolling the streets. Right? You're not even 100. Yeah, it is. That's literally what it is. All right, what does it look like then?
I don't fucking know. No, that was more of an inquisitive no.
No, but that's if you literally look at it, that's the fences and everything are still up, and the barbed wire is still up.
Oh, you know, we got grannies from.
I'm like, wow, you're not even 100 days into Biden's term, and you can already see how the rest of the year is going to play out with it. It's like, yeah.
I mean, come on, man.
Come on, man. Just because my son's a coke-headed child fiddler doesn't mean I'm a bad man. I mean, yeah, sure, I knew about it, but, man, come on. That's unfair.
If you don't vote for me, you're not black,
Yeah.
Money.
He said that, and people just...
Did I say 2,000? I meant 800.
When I finally sent out that $400 check, and people finally receive their $200 check, they can spend the $10 I sent to them. This deal's getting worse over time. I have altered the deal. Pray I do not alter it again.
No, it was a slip of the tongue. It was really just $5,
So, Zach, what did you think of that clip?
It's pretty good.
I'll have a look at it in a minute.
Oh, Bad Boy's really getting those clips out pretty quick there, dude. Oh, jeez.
He's been working it for a long time.
Oh, okay. I have no idea.
That was a 4-second clip, dude. How long did it take you to work on that?
About 5 minutes, maybe.
That's pretty good.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
I'm proud of myself.
There you go.
We need more artillery.
I think he has it where it counts.
By the way, that's from a 1991 movie called Mobsters.
All right, let's keep going.
Yeah, wait, let's carry on. Yeah, let's carry on.
Values who actually threw away their own beliefs to grift their way into power. When looking back at Comstock and the founders and the way they ruled their city and compared them to the more notable Republican politicians, it makes you wonder, is there really any difference between them? And more importantly,
Okay, this is getting parody now. This is getting ridiculous.
Dude.
We get it. You hate the conservatives. Get over it. Let's go.
That much difference between the United States of America and Bioshock Infinite's Columbia? As you can imagine,
yeah, we don't have superpowers.
This game has made a lot of conservatives upset for, calling them out on their ideologies.
Did it?
Which ideologies?
Did it really?
Did it?
It was more about like the ending just was like whatever.
Or
it came out
maybe,
of nowhere.
just fucking maybe, it was a shitty game.
Did a bunch of conservatives play the game and go, I'm offended by the attack on my ideologies while playing Bioshock Infinite?
So only the conservatives got upset about this game.
Yeah,
Anita didn't get upset.
The only person who's upset at this moment in time about the actual game is this dude. We're angry because he's lying through his teeth.
Well, and me because I'm really upset that this game was shit.
Yeah, but we're not
This dude thinks a video game offended a bunch of conservatives.
My God, Mark, what did you say my name for?
Because you got upset about this game, so that makes you conservative.
I guess. Fine,
yeah, sorry,
fuck it.
According to Orange Hat Man.
Yeah, I'm whatever you fucking say I am at this point. Fuck you. Like, dude, you just keep on making these generalizations. Just like, all right, fine, fuck it. Yeah, I guess I am a Nazi. All right, anyway,
gotta love
hand
that.
me my SGG 44, and I'll go marching down your fucking road.
Yeah, gotta love that propter hoc fallacy. It's like, yep, that's how it works.
Yep, Nazi. You got me. It's the Walter White meme again. He just puts his hands up. You got me.
Come on, he put their pictures side by side. It's a point,
Dude. Dude, fuck this guy.
Do you imagine playing a
learn
video
how to
game?
make a learn some critical thinking skills. Learn how to make a fucking argument.
Like-
are there criticisms that you can make about the Trump crowd? Yes. Are there criticisms that you can make about Bioshock Infinite? Yes. Are there parallels that you can draw? Yes. This is not the way to do it, though. When you just generalize everything and say all conservative bad, but my side, we're good.
Can you imagine playing Metal Gear and being offended by the politics of whatever just because you're conservative?
Yeah, nanomachines.
You know what? You know what this guy's doing? Dude, despite being only 13% of the population, black people make up 50% of the prisoners. That's what this guy's fucking doing. He's doing the fucking meme.
Like if
I can't believe all black people are gangsters.
If anything,
wow, that's crazy.
If you look at Bioshock, I guess, I don't know, the first one, I think that'd be more about like dictatorship. Even the Infinite as well. Like it's like, what's the political landscape? It's pretty much one guy in charge of everything. But even with Bioshock, the first game, he gives up his power because of he wants Rapture to survive or whatever. Yeah. Whatever his philosophy is when he realizes he has to die. So
a man chooses, a slave obeys. The whole point of the fucking game was that Andrew Ryan realized that his way was doomed to fail.
Yeah. But the same thing can be said of any video game that has a theme of politics, like say Fallout. Pick any Fallout game. The constant theme of
Fallout
war.
New Vegas.
Yeah, the theme of war, right? Let's say you hate war.
War never changes.
And you're forced to pick a side because you have to. And you're like, oh shit, I'm going to go kill a bunch of people. I'm so offended. Like no one does this with media. No one says, oh my God, this media made me so riled up. I'm going to go complain to the creators.
I'm going to go storm the Capitol.
Whatever you do, it's just this ridiculous. Like this guy thinks this about Infinite.
Yeah, but here's the thing as well. You're making a British guy get angry in defense of American conservatives. Okay, you've really fucked up there. I'm angry.
I'm still under the impression this is all an act, and his script is just one big farce, and he's just doing it for the sake of it.
I pray to God that you're true.
Look at how he's dressed. This is not the man who's seriously thought.
That means nothing to me.
About the themes of a video game.
Nothing to me.
Listen to me. I'm gonna give you a good education on modern politics.
While wearing this hat and looking like. I don't know.
I know what I'm talking about. I have an orange hat on.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He is the moral compass. This man right here, this thing on our screen, that is the moral compass of the left.
Yeah. This man here has no dick. Right?
This man has no dick.
Come on, guys. I bought this at Goodwill. Don't make fun of me.
Dude, if you're going to make generalizations, dude, you have no dick. You are the moral center of the left, and all lefties are support ISIS. There we go. All right, I said it. And this is going to be a video. Like, whenever the Smudcast ends, this clip will still be up. I said it in video. It's true.
All right, let's go.
Yep.
But believe it or not, also a lot of people on the other side that were upset as well. Most namely through the depiction of the Vox Populi, using them to push out a message that would say both sides are equally as bad and accuse the game of being eccentric.
Dude, if you argue for the Vox Populi, I'm gonna reach through this fucking screen and strangle you.
Well, he's got like 2 minutes left.
We've straight up.
That's plenty of time for me to choke him to death.
His argument, as people on the left think, because the Vox Populi were depicted the way they are, therefore the message of the game is centrist? That doesn't even make political sense. What are you talking about? Because there's a faction?
he's straight up angry that the Vox Populi weren't the.
Dude, I cannot believe that black people on this one video game, like this one time, black people weren't depicted as wholly morally correct. Like there was like some morally wrong black people in this game.
I've never even heard this argument that the Vox Populi causes you to think of a centrist philosophy in Colombia. Like that? What? No.
Like, yeah. I don't quite understand this.
They're the underground. They're the guys who want to rebel and take over the government. What do you think that's called? They're not. It's not. It doesn't balance them out. If you have two opposing forces, therefore centrism. Who is making? I want to know who made. I'm gonna search right now. Bioshock Infinite centrism, or centralism, whatever he's referring to. That doesn't make any sense.
It says centrism, yeah.
Well, he's already pulled arguments out of his ass and said, people make these arguments.
I'm sure of it, guys. They made them for sure.
People made these arguments, and by people, I mean just me right now.
Yeah, here's this one Facebook chat from like 2000.
And by people, I mean the voices in my head.
Yeah, and by voices in my head.
I mean Bugs, Daffy, Sylvester, Tweety Bird.
I found one article written in 2020, Bioshock and the Dangers of Centrism. Centrism is not even mentioned once in the article, and there are multiple references to Karl Marx.
Was it written by this guy?
I don't know.
Oh, fuck's sake, dude.
This is literally, he's annoyed that there was bad things about leftism because leftism is right and it's always good and it's always amazing.
No, it's left.
There are people. Okay, I found other references where some guys are saying, "How is Bioshock Infinite politically centrist? Did we see footage of the same game?" So someone's like, "What the freaking hell are you talking about?" And the person who wrote it had their Twitter account suspended. This was 4 years ago.
Yeah, wow.
All right, never mind. Let's keep going.
Because as we all know, there is almost nothing politically worse than a centrist. But you know what's funny about Bioshock?
What the hell?
Fuck off.
Excuse me. Canada has been centrist for 90 years.
I always.
So he's right then, Smud. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I always try to be centrist in the view that I'll listen to both sides, and try and take bits and bobs from both at the best. But I'm more right-leaning now because the left is so fucking far gone.
So
don't say that there's anything wrong with being a centrist.
The way he
because they're not a fucking rabid communist, you orange hat cunt.
The way he delivered that line, though, the way he explained himself sounds like he's acting again. He's still reading a script and just being expressive for the sake of it.
It does, but oh my god, I
don't know.
Something worse than a centrist, guys.
Fuck you.
What is that Warhammer 40k reference? Anything worse than a Xeno? What's the term?
Die!
That one?
Die? Kill the Xenos? No, don't suffer the Xeno? I don't know, something like that.
Do not suffer the witch.
There you go.
I just...
Something like that. This is what he sounds like. It's like... What the hell?
I straight up want...
Oh wait, Smud. I know which 40k reference you're referring to.
Purge the enemy! No mercy, no respite!
Okay.
That's it, yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
Dude. Do not suffer the witch. Purge the heretic.
Okay, I'm good enough. That's good. Thanks, Zach. I have no idea.
Yeah. Let's just
oh, right. Sorry, the 40k talk is tomorrow.
Yes.
Bioshock Infinite. In response to all the political commentary that people were asking about, the creator of Bioshock, Ken Levine, stated that it was up to the gamer to interpret what they have just witnessed when playing through the game.
Fine.
That it is their choice to determine what is a metaphor and what's just shooting up bad guys and giant robots. And yet, isn't it strange that he would go and say that regarding a game, not just a game actually, about a franchise that only allows you to have the illusion of choice, to make you think that you have a choice in the matter when you're playing through the game, but all you're doing is just doing what the game tells you to do.
What the fuck is this argument?
I want to know where this is going.
Yeah. Like, what is he trying to say?
I feel like we're gonna get a stroke after this. So, like...
Well, where are we? I'm pretty much having a stroke right now.
I doubt he's gonna go anywhere because he's only got a minute left now.
Dude, okay, I just want to recap, just so we're all clear. Ken Levine said you can interpret the game how you want and determine what's a metaphor and what's not. It's strange that he said that because the game only gives you the illusion of choice and you only do what the game tells you to do.
Yeah.
Those two ideas are separate.
Yeah.
I want to.
He has to connect them. He has to connect them in the next sentence, or else we're gone. We have no idea what he's talking about.
All right.
Come on, let's do this.
And it all leads you to the same kind of ending. It all leads you to just the same kind of result.
That's true.
So the big thing that I do want to ask, and I mean, yes, I am very well aware that what I am talking about is only just a fraction of Bioshock Infinite compared to the many layers that the game actually has. I'm only talking about one side of the coin. But after all that, I just want to know, why argue about what side that you see when we are all talking about the same coin?
What?
What?
What are you on about here?
What the fuck was that?
What does that even mean?
What was this? What was
that?
What was this?
So wait a second. Let's start again. We're allowed to interpret it any way we like, whether it's a metaphor or a shoot 'em up experience. But we're all talking about the same coin, even when the choices we make all lead to the same conclusion.
No. Okay, so just to recap. All right. So Kim Levine said you can interpret the game how you want, decide what's a metaphor and what's not. It's strange to say that because the game only gives you the illusion of choice. And everything leads to the same ending. Why are we talking about different sides when we're all on the same coin? What the fuck was this?
Yeah, the coin represents the thing we're talking about. And he said, why are we only talking about one side when we're all pointing to the same thing, which is good or bad, right or wrong, politics or this or that. So it's like, okay, but he has to tell us what the coin is, or else we don't know what he's referring to. Because if it's interpretive, all you're saying is it's interpretive. Why aren't we talking about how it's interpretive? And you're like, we are. That's the point. That's what he just said. That's what Ken Levine was pointing to. So
I straight up hate this guy.
I don't think he understood what he was. I don't think he understood what he was referring to, unless he was referring to the coin representing something specific like politics or whatever he was talking about previously.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
Just fucking stick with cartoons. God's sake, Matt.
Yeah, that was bad. Okay, Tyler Preston, thanks for the donation. This video, Linkara Jr. This video game encourages centrism. Me. For all that holy on this planet, please just the hell up. Tyler, I think you missed a few words there, but that's okay.
You misspelled something. But
No. Spelling was fine. You just missed some words. Yeah. Oh boy.
What the fuck was that? What was that ending? I'm so confused. Smart.
Coin.
We're all part of the same coin. Anyway,
what was that coin anyway? That coin was fucking huge.
Yeah, but also, can I just say something? You can't mention toxic capitalism, toxic shit, all this sort of stuff, and say, "Lol, we're all part of the same coin." It's like, no.
Guys, I'm sorry that I recommended this fucking video.
Oh, you.
Fuck you, Joe Crazy. Fuck you. Fuck you.
I still think this is Jason Alexander overacting if he never got a gig at any job.
Yeah, I hope that you're right that he is just overacting, because otherwise...
Holy fucking shit. shit.
That's how he is normally. I would hate to meet this guy in real life.
Guys, check the group chat. In a second.
What?
Oh, nice.
Oh, bears.
It's bears.
We're bears
Oh,
yeah.
Put it on screen.
There you go.
Shout out to Inquisitor Matthias.
Yeah, that's probably what he did, yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Don't show Botan. She'd be like, that's not me. I wouldn't do that.
Wait, why is... Have you seen what... I'm going to have to share this one.
It's so cute. We took something horrifically racist and made it cute.
I'm the one in the sombrero.
A blame hawk pillow. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That's some smug merch right there.
The blame hawk pillow. Made in Canada.
Watch this be like, I want this on a t-shirt in the merch suggestions.
Yeah. Well, someone has actually asked for a Blame Hawk t-shirt. I'm like, yeah, do it.
Bears just said he needs to replace the bell with a kettlebell.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right, that went on for way too long, guys. That was 3 hours and a half.
Well, there was a lot to argue against.
That video, I never want to see that fucking guy in my life ever again. I swear to God.
Wow.
I swear to God, if it turns out that he's actually related to Linkar.
It's not often that I wish someone pain for eternity, but yeah, I wish this guy pain for eternity for that video. Because if it was a joke video, failed miserably as a joke video. If it was a real video, fucking you're a psycho.
How fucking dare you? Just how fucking dare you?
All right.
I mean, just look at his comment section.
Oh God, don't please.
His comment section was filled up. I'm so glad that you're against.
I'm not reading any of those comments. Those are pretty bad. Anyway.
No.
Anyway, thanks, guys. That was almost 4 hours worth of bizarre overacting and I didn't get a bingo. I came pretty close, but I'm going to chalk that up to 90% projection and 10% 5% acting and 5% taking scenes way out of context. So
yeah,
that was silly.
That was really silly.
It wasn't offensively silly, just dumb silly. Like, oh, you can't be saying, "Come on," that's just.
He actually made me shout. My throat is really hurting as well. I'm just like, oh.
Oh fuck! I need a drink.
See, that's why you have to yell with your chest. You don't yell with your throat. You yell with your chest.
I was just angry. I didn't know what I was doing.
All right, guys. Thank you for the full house. Do appreciate your interest and all your longevity in the video. You could have backed out at any time, but you stuck through it.
It's fine. $20 is $20, so it's okay.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah, well, you wanted it.
I know.
I'm only here for the paycheck,
no
Smud.
problem. The paycheck.
Yeah.
The payola.
But we're
paid?
still waiting.
Wait, you guys are getting paid?
Wait, you guys aren't actually chained in Smud's house with him and forced onto these things?
Smud has us locked in the basement, and he just comes down and points at us, just you, and you.
I was considering giving royalties to Botan because she's just a machine. She just churns out art, and everyone loves it. And I'm like, oh my God, this is good stuff. Just start paying you.
I love Bear in the comments. Bear in the chat. Carry the Bun's will as your torch. So fucking good.
Anyway, tomorrow, if you guys haven't heard it already, we are doing a Warhammer 40k stream. I don't know the time yet. We'll figure it out. So
the title of the stream is "The Gang Assaults Smud and His Chat with Warhammer 40k Lore."
Yeah, I don't know exactly what the format is, but we'll figure it out tomorrow as we go. So thank you for everyone for tuning in.
It's not going to be a format. What? Jesus.
Incessant shouting.
So we're going to have fun tomorrow, but thank you guys for tuning in. We'll talk to you real soon. And have yourself a great night. Okay?
Bye-bye.